High School Sports Live, in partnership with ABC 27 News, is proud to present the Redland Lady Patriots versus the Cedar Cliff Lady Colts. This broadcast is brought to you by our premier sponsor, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency, and Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. Good evening, everyone. I'm Gary Sutton. Alongside of me, Todd McCall and Jeff Thompson tonight. And this is the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. But for basketball fans, they love it because it's the longest night of the year. And so we have a chance to bring you two games tonight, a boy-girl doubleheader here on the West Shore. And Todd McCall, we start tonight with Cedar Cliff. They're led by Ashley Hogan. They're coming off 19 wins a season ago, but they lost 5 of their top 6 scorers, and yet they're 3-1 this year, a very stingy team, losing only to Palmyra so far in a 44-37 game. And Ashley Hoagland, now that name might ring a bell in the Mid-Penn area about point guard. She is one of the best.
Well, she's very smooth like her brother who played here many years ago. Well, not many years ago, just a few years ago. It seems like yesterday. They're 3-1 right now, and that team, they really haven't slowed down from winning 19 last year. They've got a great coach in Coach Whalen. I mean, he's done a great job in terms of winning 71 games, but they've asked for Ashley's production a little bit more. Not just the smooth point guard that she was last year, but now they're looking for her to score. And tonight, in this West Shore rivalry, the West Shore War, she's going to really pick her pace up and have to push the ball a little bit against this Redland Patriot team. 1-1
so far, the Keystone Division where we are tonight. The other side, you've got Julie Hawkins playing for Redland here tonight, Jeff Thompson, averaging 10.5 points a game, pulling down 13 rebounds a game. This girl gets it done for this young team at 1-2.
Well, it's Olivia Hawkins, number 12. She looks like she's the feature player. Lindsay Kaiser will give her some support. What I've noted from this lineup is 5 seniors, 5 ninth graders. And I'm anxious to see the ninth graders perform because one of them, her father played for me at Mechanicsburg, Kenneth Duffy. Be a fun night.
So you got a fun night coming up tonight. You got a team that's 0-1 in the Keystone, one that's 1-1. And you look at the pedigree so far, Cedar Cliff in 4th place right now. And again, both teams trying to establish, I think, an identity at this particular point, Todd.
Well, they just want an identity because right now they've got to chase this team. I've loved the Keystone for many reasons. Lower Dolphin, Palmyra, but it's Bishop McDevitt at the top this year. That's going to be a tough time to beat. But I know Cedar Cliff could be one of those teams that McDevitt and these teams know that they've got to watch out. For Redland, I know that they're really finding themselves, but this is the West Shore War. Toss it up tonight. It's crazy. Redland has home court advantage tonight.
Little Army-Navy game here on the west side of the river. And you talk about this Redland team, this would be a big win tonight if they could pull this one off.
Well, this is only their 4th game of the year, and that's a relatively few for this time of the year. So we'll see how they've progressed.
Well, we're in a doubleheader here tonight. We're on the West Shore. It's the longest night of the year, and we're looking forward to bringing you two. Let's play the first one here in just a few moments. It's the Lady Colts and the Lady Patriots, all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet.
Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local. Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Come test drive a new Jeep on Stetler's amazing Jeep Trail.
During the Big Finish event, drive a 2019 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month. Yes, just $199 a month.
Drive better, drive Stetler at StetlerAuto.com.
My name's Logan Stumpf, and at Capital Region Insurance Agency, we take distracted driving very seriously. It's important for young drivers to know that texting and while driving is actually 6 times more likely to cause an accident than drinking and driving. Cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. Nearly 390,000 injuries occur each year from accidents caused by texting and driving. And lastly, 9 people in the United States are killed each day as a result of crashes involving a distracted driver. I have the privilege of coaching these young men behind me on the court, but the best part of all is being able to influence them off the court in a positive way.
I think being educated about distracting driving is important during this age because you really got to figure out the importance of what you're really doing and putting others' lives in risk and your own life in risk.
At Capital Region Insurance Agency, we partner with High School Sports Live to help bring awareness of the negative effects of distracted driving. To learn more, visit our website or give us a call today at 717-731-1142. Remember, if you take the call, you risk it all.
Welcome back to Redland High School. It's the Battle of the West here tonight on the West Shore. Cedar Cliff and Redland, they share a district, but they share a rivalry also here. Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson with us. Jeff will be traveling to the sidelines tonight. And we are getting ready for a good one here this evening, our first 2 of the season, a boy-girl doubleheader, and we'll have the national anthem here in just a moment. We'll be giving you the starting lineups here as well. As you see the Redland team over there, the Patriots, red, white, and blue. You'd expect nothing less of the Patriots, right, Todd? And on the other side, the blue, gold, and white Cedar Cliff Colts in town here tonight. And the Cedar Cliff coming in here at 3-1, 1-1 in the Keystone. On the other side, Redland coming in at 1-2, 0-1 so far in the Keystone Division. They'd like nothing more than to put a pelt on their vest here tonight with knocking off fellow rival Cedar Cliff.
Well, and, you know, being an arch rival, I kind of throw it out the window, but Cedar Cliff, Redland's running into a really decent Cedar Cliff team. I know we talked about earlier in pregame that Cedar Cliff lost 5 of their 6 starters last year from the 19-win season. They've made the 6A state playoffs the last couple of years, so things are really right in that ship right now. For Redland, I like what it says on the back of their shirts, nothing to lose. That's exactly the way you got to look at it, Gary. We've both been in directions where we've had teams that have won a lot of games, and we've been there on the other end of things where you're fighting for every victory. But tonight, this is a learning lesson, even though it's a quick Keystone Division matchup.
Well, here's your Commonwealth Charter Academy Cedar Cliff starters here with number 55, Kira Gorham. You got number 24, Sophia Karcher. Number 22, Natalie Sassano. You'll hear her number a lot tonight. 14, Allison Dalby. And then the captain of the team, you see her coming out right there, Ashley Hoagland, a 4-year letterman for this team. And again, sister of Tyler Hoagland. Remember the show he put on in the Mid-Penn Championship a few years back. She is very much of the same line here. On the other side are Redland OSS Health starters. And we're getting ready to meet that lineup. And it starts out with Kennedy O'Brien, the point guard, a freshman. And this girl averaging 8.5 points a game, and she is a dynamo for this team. Olivia Hawkins, 10.5 points a game, 13 rebounds a game. Check those numbers out. Gaudy. Grace Smithmeyer at number 14, 5.5 points a game. And then another veteran coming back this year, Josie Miller, wearing number 24. She is a 5'6" small shooting guard. And finally, Lindsay Kaiser, a 6-foot senior. And Lindsay Kaiser, the center for this club, your Redland OSS Health starters. And there you see it up on the board. And again, we'll be looking for a lot of things tonight out of Ashley Hoagland on the Cedar Cliff side. On the other side, Kennedy O'Brien, Olivia Hawkins. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Stay low, drop. Players and parents have more confidence in Advanced Hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Since my son has started Advanced Hoops, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet.
Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local. Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
The national anthem being played here as you see the Golden Corral starting to line up over there for Cedar Cliff. Not a real long travel for them tonight. And our first day of winter, guys, didn't feel like winter today. Felt more like summer. Jeff Thompson came in here in a beautiful summer suit. He's looking dapper as always down in the other end. And, Jeff, you're ready for a good doubleheader here tonight, right?
Oh, I'm very excited. Great game, great day, and a great game.
Keith Whittington, Tim Hume, Steve Warner, your officials here this evening as we're about to get this one underway. Early season matchups. Always fun to watch these teams now and then maybe see them later on, Todd, and see the kind of improvement that takes place. But again, establishing the identity, I think that's the theme here at this time of the year.
Right, and this is still early in the season where Redland is 1-2, 3 games in, 3-1 for Cedar Cliff. You're talking to your team about limiting turnovers, honoring each possession, and Redland will start with that possession.
Redland's got the possession and held by Kennedy O'Brien. Redland coached by Beth Cook, of course, Scott Wyan on the other side for Cedar Cliff.
The Colts are coming out they're playing man and doing a good job keeping their girls in front of them.
The next drive to the basket, not going to go off the hands of O'Brien. Jump ball, though, on the rebound, and the ball will go to Cedar Cliff. The Colts get their first trip down the court.
You'll take that shot, Gary. Coaches will take that shot from Kennedy. I mean, that's a freshman. You can see that they're going to, Kennedy O'Brien, they're going to be building their team around her. I like the fact right away she's going to look to see what she has, and Redland's going to come out in that 2-3. I've seen them play that on some film.
Long look corner, not going to go. Off the hands of Sassano, and quickly Redland with the ball and back in the hands of O'Brien. Always fun to have a freshman point guard. Sometimes freshman point guards make those kinds of mistakes, but she had a girl that cut what she didn't think she was going to cut in the first turnover of the night for Redland.
And once you pick up that dribble, you're committing, and that's the problem. When you're in your triple threat, you can do 3 things. She picked it up a little early. She thought maybe there might be a girl back cut. She didn't see her. A little miscommunication.
Had a chance to coach Ashley Hoagland with advanced hoops, and I'll tell you what, this girl knows how to distribute and knows when to score. She'll try to dissect that zone a little bit. You'll see her constantly looking. Watch her eyes. She'll look to the middle every time. Good look for the outside, off the back, not going to go. And again, it's O'Brien coming down. Kennedy O'Brien with the ball. Just the opening quarter here tonight. High School Sports Live TV. So glad to be with you here from the West Shore and Redland High School.
I like Redland's patience early. They're moving the ball around, but one thing that you can tell right away from the start, Gary, is Redland's not going to be able to play at a fast level. They're going to have to take their time in each possession. You can see that right now. They're not at that huge varsity speed level yet.
Jeff Thompson attacking with the dribble so far as Redland, not exactly being good to him so far.
Well, Olivia, their leading scorer, is handling the ball a lot. She's also their tallest girl. They also have Lindsay on the inside. I think they're going to have to go inside.
So the rebound again, 2 tough shots. The rims are cold here so far in the early going. There's the attack to the basket. Dump baseline. They're looking to get some pretty good shots here, Todd, so far.
Right. I mean, they haven't taken anything within 8 feet away yet, so that's very positive, too, from Coach Cook, Beth Cook, the second-year skipper for Redland. She's drilling her team very well in terms of saying, hey, we want to get high percentage shots. That's the game of basketball. It's elementary sounding, but high percentage shots is what you want.
You see Beth Cook down there on her haunches. She's into this game right away. Both teams a little cold to the start here.
Cedar Cliff's going to need to penetrate the gap, and there's right there is what you see it, and that's why this is going to set up a layup.
That's what Ashley Hoagland does right there. And exactly on cue, she penetrates the gap, gets her first deuce of the night on the layup, and that's what you do. Break down that zone with some long passes, move it, and then attack the middle.
Ball movement, diagonals, and attacking the gaps.
Here's Olivia Hawkins, again, getting 10.5 points a game. Nice pass over, nice touch from the outside, and you've got Smithmeyer with her first deuce of the night.
You know, she came right back and said, no, I can do that.
We got a first turnover now for Cedar Cliff, trying to pass that ball to the baseline.
I like what I saw right away. Coach Cook coming right out, Beth Cook, coming right out right away and telling her team, telling Redland to walk it up the floor a little bit, slow it down. You can see they're going to keep this pace under 40, probably under 35 at this pace the way it goes. And I think that benefits the Patriots, Gary.
Well, I think, you know, the old saying, your offense becomes your defense.
Yeah,
when
right.
you have it, the other team doesn't, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. But again, those turnovers can hurt you. 3 so far for them, 1 on the other side for Cedar Cliff.
Limiting turnovers a big key in any game, but especially in these early games.
Look, this one not going to go anywhere, and off the board, run out of there. And then the quick drive to the basket, not going to go.
Sassano trying to get quicker movement. I think that's a key Cedar Cliff can probably do, is push the ball a little bit against that Patriot zone. Best way to beat a zone is beat it up the floor.
Exactly right. Don't let it set up. Long look, far corner, not going to go. Sassano with a rebound. Back up it comes again. Another miss from Sassano. And I said Karcher actually with the rebound, and Sassano with a shot on the outside.
You know, for the three of us here tonight, I mean, you know, we're talking basketball like from a coaching perspective again. Many times it seems like we were just coaching yesterday. How about it, Gary? But it has been a while for all three of us, really, to be honest with you. But I feel like when the game starts on a Friday night like this, you're right back in the mix of it.
A little bit of token pressure right there, but Cedar Cliff not really a hard man-to-man. O'Brien trying to get a baseline, does it, and she's going to get fouled. Nice pass to the baseline by O'Brien to Kaiser, and Kaiser will be fouled on the play.
And that's Gorman, if they're going to call her for a foul. And that's necessarily not a bad foul. Now, you don't want your 5-man or your bigs inside picking up the fouls, but send her to foul line, see what she can do.
This team only shoots 39% from the free throw line, but tonight, 100% so far for Kaiser as she tickles the back of the iron. Jeff Thompson standing down there watching this stroke. Jeff?
Well, when Kennedy assumed control of the ball, both of the bigs got on the box, and that's going to provide a problem for Cedar Cliff because they look good.
Kennedy O'Brien, the point guard, and the second shot no good. Be taken by Cedar Cliff, pushing it out very quickly to Hoagland. Hoagland beating it back down. Good pass, far corner, not going to go. Back it comes to Hoagland. She misses. Nice rebound on the inside, though, and a good stick back by Kira Gorham, who took up some space that time. Made a great pass and then got the stick back.
And that's what you want to see her do. Now, I thought she passed up a layup early on, but there she got it back on the rebound, so that's good.
So Gorham with her first 2 points of the night, 4-3 here. Cedar Cliff leads by 1, 3:17 to go here in the first quarter. Another pass baseline.
Smithmeyer passed up a jumper. I thought she probably had a good look there at the top of the key. Your highest percentage 3 is the top of the key. It's proven.
Another pass inside. This is going to be Gorham get called for the foul here, and that's going to be a big one because that's her second.
Yeah, 2 fouls on your big girl early on.
And very quickly, she'll be out of the game, and in for her comes Ryan Karcher. On the other side, Lindsay Kaiser comes out, so a little match on bigs as in
good hands by Hoagland.
Turnover there, 4th turnover of the quarter. Running it back hard, pulling the rebound down on the other side.
The pace of the game's changing a little bit. Cedar Cliff's pushing a little bit, and then that's Kennedy, the freshman, pushing the ball.
Good look outside, not going to go. Rebound off to Karcher. Quick run to the other end, and then the foul. So that fast break, beating Redland back down the floor, not allowing them to get to that zone setup is exactly what you were talking about.
And that's going to be the most effective tool for Cedar Cliff tonight. Just keep pushing the ball. I think they can. You got to have confidence in pushing it.
Foul called on Strithmeyer, and the shot up no good. Off the hands of Brian Karcher, just into the game. Brian Karcher there and Sophie Karchner. Brian Karcher, second one up, and that one will fall. Trickles over the front of the iron, and she has her first score of the night. 5-3 right now. Cedar Cliff leads it. Dribble right, not going to go. This one off the hands of Karcher. And then you're going to have a push in the backcourt. We'll go against Redland.
You know, that was a decent look for Josie Miller. I mean, she's going to knock that down 24, Will. In order to score, Gary, it's the old, you got to shoot it. And that was a good shot. You got to have girls and give them confidence. I like what Coach Cook's doing with her team. And we know Scott Wyatt, he's going to give open looks for these girls and tell them to nail them as well.
There again goes Hoagland. Push for the outside, will not go. Rebound inside again on the offensive glass. You see Hoagland just hunting all the time. Got her wide open in the corner. She's got a good look at it. And Hoagland will miss for the outside.
Yeah, that's the look she wants. And, you know, she took it in. She took it in rhythm. Tough shots, corner. And I tell anybody that's listening at home, kids watching, that corner three is the toughest shot.
Another turnover here in the backcourt, and that is turnover number 5 so far.
I'll come back to haunt you.
So far, Cedar Cliff, nothing out of 5 from the three-point line. Tell you what, Redland keeps that zone pretty tight. Another look far corner. This one's going to go, though. And only a deuce, though. So 7-3 here, 1:23 to go in the first quarter. Either of these teams, real high-scoring teams. Game will probably be in the 40s somewhere.
Yeah, I agree. You can see they're a little tight here right now. I mean, it's a decent-sized crowd for the girls' game tonight. And then when it gets closer to the doubleheader, this is what's great for the girls. It really starts to pack because you bring in some more of the crowd that's coming for the guys' game. That's why guys-girls doubleheaders have been a nice thing for them to play in front of. It gives you a playoff-type crowd.
Lindy Kaiser checks in for Olivia Hawkins for Redland. Jeff Thompson, I like Redland. Looks like they know where they want to go, but unfortunately, turnovers are a problem so far, and there's a walk at the end.
Well, I think Cedar Cliff's defense really looks good, and they're playing the passing lanes and helping out. I think that's the difference is the pressure from Cedar Cliff defensively.
You know what's impressive on Cedar Cliff so far, Jeff, is their weak side defense. They really help out a lot, shut down the lanes real well.
Yeah, the girl guarding the post in the middle is really sloughing to look to help.
6 turnovers so far for Redland. On the other side for Cedar Cliff, 2. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. 50 seconds to go in the first, 7-3 on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Welcome back to Redland High School. 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter, 7-3. Cedar Cliff leads it, and now they're picking up full court and putting some pressure on them right away. It pays off. Hoagland has it. 7th turnover of the quarter for Redland. That's been their bugaboo so far. And then a nice touch in there by Ryan Karcher. She's got 3 points here, a 9-3 lead now for the Colts.
Yeah, they're starting to pick up the pace a little bit. They're playing a 2-2-1 full court zone pressure, and that is giving Redland a little trouble. If anything, the 2-2-1, whether you're looking to get steals out of it, it is a great zone defense to slow them up, especially when you put it on three-quarter.
And it's causing turnovers in bunches. 8 turnovers now for Redland here with 31 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Back in there is O'Brien now.
Man, I'll tell you what, Coach Wine is substituting a lot of players. He's played 8, maybe 9 already. And that's a great key. If you know, early on too, you're trying to find the right combinations. You know, so if your parents are watching at home, you're really trying to say, hey, give Coach a chance to show a lot of girls here, a lot of effort, a lot of change.
10 seconds now. Long look outside, will not go. Three seconds left in the quarter, trying to get out of the quarter here. 9-3 is the score at the end of one. Cedar Cliff leads it. It's High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27. Back for quarter number 2 after this.
My father years ago told me, own your own business. That was my inspiration. And February 1st of 1996, we opened up as Capital Region Insurance Agency.
Throughout my entire life, seeing my dad how successful he was and learning the way he was actually able to communicate with people and help them, whatever their needs may be, it made me want to get more involved. I'm most proud of helping continue my dad's legacy, helping the surrounding communities, businesses, and families.
We try to wow our customers, let them know that we are here for them. If they can't get into our office, we would take the time and go visit them. This really differentiates ourselves from the 1-800 who do you get? Whether it's financial services, auto, home, life, commercial, we hold their hands, bring them through the process. We let them understand that we know what we're doing and they feel comfortable when they leave here.
I think it makes it more personal and more family-oriented, definitely more of a friendly environment.
What I'm most proud of is the hard work, and it's enabled me to ensure clients, to provide protection for them, to let them sleep well at night.
Advanced Hoops is offering a Christmas clinic with Archie Smith Jr. Players in 1st through 7th grade will have a chance to work on skills and have fun doing competitions over Christmas break. Win prizes, having fun. Friday, December 28th, sign up online. This clinic is only $30. First come, first serve. Players will have fun, and it's a great way to fill time over the long Christmas break. The Advanced Hoops staff will be ready to go with you over Christmas break. Go to advancedhoops.com to register. Welcome back here, and let's go to Jeff Thompson very quickly as we start quarter number 2. Jeff, your thoughts on the first quarter here?
Well, led by Ashley Hoagland, their defensive pressure is suffocating Redland. If they can get it inside, I think Redland has a chance.
Here's Kennedy O'Brien, who's been getting the ball inside, and she's got the idea where she wants to go, just won't go as it goes off the front of the iron, and Hoagland with the rebound.
Yeah, she's getting good penetration, Kennedy is. She's just going to have to finish. Those are decent shots.
Looks to me like Scott Wyan has decided he wants to make this a full court game.
Yeah. And you saw them picked up the pressure a little bit. They actually started getting after a little bit, pushing the ball. And that's the recipe for Cedar Cliff.
Well, and they're starting to dissect this zone in the middle, too. It's wide open at the center in the middle. So whether you do it by penetrating with the point guard or you do it by the pass, and yet here another little bit of indecision, and that will be turnover number 9 now in the game for Redland. So 9 turnovers to 2. And yet you're still only 6 points down here in the quarter. So the Cedar Cliff has not made the most of those turnovers thus far.
Yeah, Redland struggles a little bit with handling the ball. They've got really one natural person to handle the ball, and that's the freshman in Kennedy, and she's going to turn it over the ball a little bit because she's a freshman. You know, that's part of the young mistakes that happen.
Well, and sometimes even the older mistakes. You saw Ashley Hoagland there with the turnover. So 3rd turnover of the game now for Cedar Cliff. But now you can see them. They're picking this game up, making this more of a full court game. They want to get this into more of a full-length court version.
They're still in the 2-2-1. One of the things I noticed, Redland doesn't have any girl in the middle of that zone. That's the best way to break that 2-2-1. He's got to get ball rotation. Sometimes you got to make more than one pass, but you got to have somebody in that middle. You hit that middle, and you can break, and you can give 3-on-2, 2-on-1 advantage.
Looks like the foul's going to be on Natalie Oibol, who is a sophomore in there, and at the line is O'Brien. O'Brien's first one is up and good. Her first points of the night. Jeff, I like the way O'Brien plays. She's really seeking the creases. She's really trying to drive. She really tries to make things go here for this team.
Yeah, she pushes to the – that was really good ball reversal that allowed her some penetration that time.
Second shot up and good. And again, you only have a freshman there handling your club, so she's just going to get better and better as the extension of the coach.
She's playing in a good, tough Keystone division.
How about that? Allison Dalby says, give me the ball, coach. I'll put it down for you. 12-5 now. The lead increases for Cedar Cliff. Now a 3 for Dalby. Haven't been able to get Hawkins on there yet, but a nice shot outside, and just as we say that, Olivia Hawkins says, here I am.
Cedar Cliff going and getting that overload now against that zone, and that's good. They've got good rotation against the zone, and that's making a difference. Inside out, see that? Setting up shots for them.
And a nice, again, off the rebound. You see it stuck back by Ryan Karcher, who is the leading scorer on this team thus far with 5 points.
Yeah, that's her 5th point.
And yet that nasty turnover bug that has hit so far. What Cedar Cliff is doing right now, subtly, Jeff, is they're just making this team play faster than they can at this particular point in the season.
And you can see it down here. Courtney Collier hit a nice shot the last time, but all their shots are rushed.
And Courtney Collier is another freshman on the floor, so you got 2 freshmen right now on the floor.
Good defense by Redland. Get the rebound. And quickly back in the hands of the wily O'Brien. She pushes it down herself and trying to control. Karcher.
They're going to call Sassano for a foul there in the backcourt.
So for Sassano.
Yeah, she reached in there, Gary.
That'll be her first foul. Team 5th. I like the way Hawkins really working her way in there. Now a foul, a good rebound by Lindsay Kaiser, and she'll get fouled on the play.
Yeah, you know, I believe Hawkins is best suited, and Jeff mentioned it too, Hawkins is best suited 5 foot away, getting on the block. And she turned a little quickly, but I really feel like if she didn't have to handle the ball so much, she's going to do her damage inside the paint.
Here's Kaiser, who is a senior. She's 1 out of 3 from the line tonight. She'll get another one here. Kaiser's second one is up, and that's no good. But you're going to have a lane violation. You're going to get one more. So Kaiser back at the line, and maybe she can make the most of this one. 14-7, 5:04 to go here in the second quarter. And Kaiser makes him pay. So 2 out of 4 for Kaiser from the line. Quickly back on the other end comes Cedar Cliff. Ashley Hoagland gets a good look. Will not go. It's been cold outside for her so far, even though it's warm for everybody else today. 65 degrees, very humid day outside.
I think they got Olivia Hawkins over the back on that foul call.
So Hawkins picks up her foul. Team 3rd against Redland. Hoagland again, another good look. This one looks real good, not going to go.
These are all good, solid looks. That's what Coach Wyatt would want in his offense. Is just, you know, Hoagland was going. Those are going to fall eventually.
Right. She has a great lift, good reach to the basket. 1 out of 10 from the 3 though tonight for Cedar Cliff. That's one of the reasons it's only a 6-point lead.
Yeah, be impatient if you're Redland. Redland does a little bit of picking up their dribble a little too much, and that's the problem. You get somebody like Hoagland sliding in there.
There you see it, turnover number 11 now here in the second quarter. Great pass by Hoagland, a nice finish. Secondary break right down the lane, they slide, and Karcher in there for 2.
7 points for her. It's the leading scorer for Cedar Cliff.
And right there, what you saw, the difference between a team that's youthful on the ball handling and then a team here where Hoagland takes her time, waits for that cutter, and hits him coming down the lane. You know, Jeff Thompson's down there at the baseline. Jeff, you know, you're seeing that youthful look. They know where they want to go. They're just, you know, the skills aren't quite there in this kind of pace so far. But on the other side, Cedar Cliff's showing a lot of maturity.
They sure are. They're ready and willing. And you're right, Kennedy's going to be a fine player. But right now, she's being guarded by a finer player.
I'm going to go back to that last secondary break, and you mentioned it, Gary. It was intentional. Hoagland swings down to the left side and knows 32's cutting, knows Karcher's cutting, and it's a perfect setup break. Very indicative of why that team went 19 wins last year.
You know, it's interesting here that you talk about that zone press a while ago. There's O'Brien trying to push it a little too much on the shot. Here comes Hoagland trying to control it. Watch the decision she makes here. Kicks it out, gives her girl a chance. Another miss from the three-point line. 1 out of 12 there for the 3 so far. But again, trying to make it happen a little too quickly maybe as Redland. They get a good look, though, for the corner. O'Brien hikes it up there, not going to go. Hawkins pulls it down. Another one coming back. That won't go. And yanked down ultimately by Dalby. Here comes Hogle. It looks like she knocked off the baseline, so it'll belong to Cedar Cliff. And Beth Cook says, I want a timeout right here. We'll take one as well. It's 60-8. Cedar Cliff leads at 2:58 to go in the half on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
The Advanced Hoops training staff features Division I level instructors and coaches who have played professionally. Charlie Fortney's shooting instruction has proven transformational for players in South Central PA. Gerald Jarman takes players to the next level in his dribbling and crossover intensity classes. Archie Smith teaches intense speed and agility and is very motivational. 6'9" Duke McCamey is excellent at teaching young post player technical skills around the basket.
Over 30 years of Division I and professional experience. It doesn't get any better than that.
As a trusted local community bank, Mid-Penn Bank offers options for families, including Simply Free Checking, a Young Savers account, great rates on CDs and money markets, and an array of financing options, including mortgages and home equity loans. Stop in at Mid-Penn Bank branch near you or visit midpennbank.com to learn more. Gary Sutton, Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson here, and Jeff, 16-8, 2:58 to go here in the half. Don't forget we have the Jack Giambalvo halftime report featuring the Capital Region AT&T halftime highlights and the Highmark first half highlights. Say that 5 times fast. Another good rebound here by Hawkins, but stolen away at the end. And what a bucket that was, as you saw knifing on by the wily Sophia Karcher. Sophie Karcher, her first 2 of the night. And you're going to get a push coming back down, and that push will go against Dalby for Cedar Cliff. If Cedar Cliff's done one bad thing here in the first half, Jeff Thompson, they fouled too much. That's about the only thing.
Well, their aggressiveness has led to their lead, but at the bad side is that they are in foul trouble right now.
Here you saw Scott Wyant down there, 71 and 37, and here's years so far, and has really built a nice, solid club there in Cedar Cliff. At the line, Olivia Hawkins, only 2 points tonight. She averages 10.5 a game. Hawkins' first shot up, and it rattles out.
Well, the pace of the game changed quickly for Redland, and Cedar Cliff forced the pace to be a little bit faster. And Redland struggled with that pace so far. The other positive on the Cedar Cliff end is I don't know if there's a girl on the bench, Gary, that hasn't got in this game tonight. He's playing 10.
Redland's done a pretty good job, too, of substituting in so far.
Yeah.
5 seniors and 5 freshmen. How's that for an interesting group? Now, they don't have a freshman team here at Redland. You know, O'Brien with another good drive. She's not been able to hook up, but I'll tell you what, you like where she's going with it.
Exactly.
She tries to make it happen. Back to O'Brien it comes. Jeff Thompson, Cedar Cliff just shutting down the center of that lane.
They sure are, and it all starts with Hoagland. 13
turnovers now against Redland. And there it is, quickly getting back. Not going to go, though, on the running one-hander off the hands of Sophie Karcher. Here comes O'Brien again, trying to get it to 10. Really only down 10 points in this game, but in the pace of the game, it probably feels like it's about 15 or 20.
Right, but the pace of the game is not benefiting Redland, but this knockdown would help. A little cold right now.
Redland is not a team that's going to beat you from the outside. They have yet to score a 3-pointer this year. Another good look, and again, the outside has not been where anybody's lived well tonight, as Dalby just found out again.
These have been great looks for really both teams. I mean, their shot selection hasn't been bad at all. If you're Redland, there's a little more standing around offensively right now. Going against that man, I think they've got to get more movement and setting distinctive screens. I think that would help a little bit, freeing up some of these girls, because Cedar Cliff's defense is really good. They got hands in the passing lane.
Julia Hoffman in there for Cedar Cliff. On the other side, Kaiser back into the game for Redland. So you're under a minute now to go here in the half. Our Jack Giambalvo halftime report coming up, and we'll have the Jack Giambalvo halftime shootout, where students from the lower, actually from Redland here, will be shooting for a chance to win a $50 Visa gift card from Dick's Sporting Goods. So stay tuned for that. That's always a fun time. Charlie Fortney over here, and Mark Leach will be handling that as we tick down toward 30 seconds. Looks like Cedar Cliff might want the last shot here.
Yeah, they're going to play last shot.
They pull
maybe.
Man-to-man now from Redland. They have everybody high, one person on the baseline. Let's see what happens here. We tick down now to 15. I think in the girls' game, you got to go in about right now 12 seconds, and Scott Wyan says, okay. How about 11 seconds? He calls timeout. We'll keep it right here as Scott Wyan calls a timeout. 18-8. So, Jeff, Coach Wyan obviously has a play that he's thinking about doing right here. I'm going to go into your coach's hat right here. What's he going to do? What do you think he's going to do? We'll see if you're right.
Well, I think it's going to start with number 5. They've got to get Hoagland the ball, and she's going to penetrate, and I think she's going to dish.
So Hoagland penetrating and kicking. What do you got there, Coach McCall?
Well, this is an opportunity. You got the ball on the side out of bounds. This is something that I always like to run somebody off the block, and I like to get a shot about 5 foot, 7 foot away from the corner. So let's just see if they do something creative from the side out of bounds. I mean, I always use it as a distinction to score off of. Not to mention, I like to call timeouts a lot of time underneath the basket, so I had it under the basket. But let's see if they do something out of this. Scott Weinstein.
I think they're going to try to penetrate with somebody else and find Hoagland for a 3.
Yep.
Let's see if we're wrong.
They're going to run her off the box.
Well, they had it. They got it again. Now she's going to have to rush, and she's going to get double teamed, have it taken away. Turnover number 5. Redland ducks the final possession. Nice defense for them. 18-8 here at the half. Your Jack Giambalvo halftime report coming up, and that Jack Giambalvo halftime shootout all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27. We'll be back with more.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Get all the benefits of a public school from the safety of your own home. CCA is an online public school that provides everything Pennsylvania students need to get started for free. Free laptop, check. Free textbooks and class materials, check. Help paying for internet service, check. There's never been a better time to make the switch. Enroll today at ccaeducate.me.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet. Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local. Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
We're at the Jack Giambalvo Family of Dealerships halftime report, 18-8 here at the half. Cedar Cliff leads Redland. I want to head over to Charlie Fortney, who's got a great interview lined up. Let's take it away, Charlie.
Guys, I'm here with Sandra Colello from Medard's House and Devin Knobb, soon to be the new executive director for Medard's House. Sandra, let's talk about Medard's House. You've done some great things along with your great board of directors. A lot of hard work put into Medard's House. Talk about some of the things Medard's House right now is offering for the Redland and Cedar Cliff communities.
Well, currently we have an after-school program for the junior high and high school kids. They come 2 days a week and then 1 evening a week. We're hoping to expand that to 5 days a week. We offer homework help, a home-cooked meal. We do transport from New Cumberland Middle School to Medard's House, and we're looking to extend that transportation into the Redland district and into their middle schools. So we are definitely trying to pull the Redland kids in as well.
Well, and we're at a basketball game tonight, and you were instrumental in helping you got 3-Star involved last year in doing a West Shore basketball league for high school boys, and there will be 40 to 50 high school boys participating in a high school basketball league this winter because of Medard's House, and now that's off and running with 3-Star. Talk about how excited you are to see that continue into the second year.
Well, we saw a lot of interest last year. A lot of our Medard's House kids were involved in the 3-Star, and a lot of them are coming back this year, and the parents had nothing but good things to say about it. The kids are excited. These are kids that would otherwise not be involved in a basketball league. So
yeah, a lot of them got cut from the team, or just are football players or not wrestlers, but football players or other sports that just want to keep playing. It doesn't keep them off the streets, but it keeps their time actually active. Now, I know you're excited about this guy, Devin, over here. Devin Knob, soon to be the new executive director for Medard's House. I know Sandra's excited. Look how much she's smiling that she actually has someone that can come along and actually bring some energy. You have a lot of experience, too. Let's talk a little bit about your experience and then also some of the things that you want to do with Medard's House coming up.
Yeah, so I'm Devin Knob. I've been involved with nonprofits for the last 10 years at many different levels and many different boards of directors. So this is an opportunity to come on board with an organization that really cares about kids and teens and really help usher them into healthy adulthood. So some of the things we're going to continue to keep doing, all the great things that Medard's House has done. We're going to look to expand the homework help into a full-blown tutoring program, get them involved in early ideas on what they want to do in their career path, get kids ready for college through SAT prep, and those that are not interested in going to college, looking at skills and trades and labor opportunities for them to be prepped. That way when they exit high school, they can go into a working situation. We look to continue the home-cooked meals and expand that into a possible opportunities to teach cooking and teach other home skills and home life skills that are currently missing at home or in the school.
This is a great cause. Sandra, where can they go to check out the activities that are at Medard's House? We'll talk about the website and the phone number.
Right. Well, the best thing to do is to like all of our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and then also go on our website, medardshouse.org, and you can get all the up-to-date information there.
All right, we got a great organization here, and we're going to get back after this quick message for the Jack Giambalvo halftime report to Gary, Todd, and Jeff.
Come test drive the new Jeep on Stetler's amazing Jeep Trail.
During the Big Finish event, drive a 2019 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month. Yes, just $199 a month.
Drive better, drive Stetler at StetlerAuto.com.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
Welcome back to our Jack Giambalvo Family of Dealerships halftime report. And we want to go to our Highmark highlights first as Cedar Cliff leads 18-8 here at the half. Jeff Thompson, Tom McCall with me here at the table. And the Highmark highlights, here they come your way. And start with this young lady, Ashley Hoagland, Jeff, as she drove down the middle, penetrated that defense. Todd, take it away for Redland.
Well, you know, with Redland, the game got the pace. Cedar Cliff picked up the pace, and their pace got a little bit faster. That's why you saw a lot of turnovers. Right now, they struggle handling the ball a bit for Redland.
So you see there again, picking that zone apart a little bit. A few of the outside shots that went, although 1 out of 12 in the first half here from the three-point line for Cedar Cliff. But it was Redland on the other side, knowing where they wanted to go, but having a problem with the turnovers. Offensive rebounds were good to Cedar Cliff throughout the half. You see Karcher, leading scorer in the game so far with 7 points, showing you how she did it. Secondary break, stick backs, and that's where they've lived so far. And then the takeaways on the other side, and a nice putback there by Cedar Cliff. And you see the stats here at the half, the Capital Region and AT&T halftime stats. 18-8 is the score. I think the big number that stands out to me, Jeff Thompson, is that 14-5 turnover number. That's huge.
Well, Cedar Cliff is very, very aggressive. Very aggressive defensively. Cedar Cliff really set the tone, and it's really difficult for Redland to handle that pressure, and I think that's a difference. They're rushing their shots. Redland can rebound.
One of the other numbers, too, Todd, jumps out. You look at free throws right now, Redland 4 out of 8. They're getting to the line more often, and the reason is those threes that are being shot up by Cedar Cliff not very successfully, and that's why Redland is hanging around right now.
That's exactly why they're hanging around. You know, both teams collectively is 1 for 17 from 3. What has Cedar Cliff done effectively? High percentage shots, moving the ball around, running the floor. That's where their shots are coming from. On the other side of Redland, they got to handle the ball with a little bit more movement in their offense, and I think, hey, I would not be that disappointed right now down 10 to a good Cedar Cliff team if you're Redland.
Well, and you got to finalize on some of those good drives they're getting from Kennedy O'Brien, which we saw in the first half. We're going to take a break. We're going to come right back. We start the third quarter here. 18-8, Cedar Cliff leads it as we go to quarter number 3 on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
So here we are at the third quarter now, 18-8, Cedar Cliff leads. Let's see what changes we saw here at the half, guys. Gary Sutton, Jeff Thompson, Todd McCall with you here at the table. Todd coming off a knee operation and doing yeoman duty here tonight as he got that sucker stretched out. Anybody that's ever had their knee worked on know it's no fun, and he started into therapy now, which is always fun. 3 words you learn about: range of motion.
Range of motion. Can't wait to get it back. But you know one thing, Gary, it's made me look at and reflect, and athletes can say this a lot. Some people on this court probably tonight. I will never take running or walking for granted ever again.
You're talking to a guy that has 2 replaced knees, so I understand the picture. Nice little screen on top. Take it away, though. I tell you, Dalby has been tough tonight. She has really been a spark plug, and she makes him pay on the other end with it again, as yet another turnover here. Marked up, and that's turnover, I believe, number 14 now against Redland.
Dalby had the lone 3 earlier in the game. She has 5 points for Cedar Cliff.
A solid little player.
Good hands on defense.
I really like the fact that, and Jeff Thompson's been watching this all game, Redland knows where they want to go. It's just trying to finalize and get those skills up there, Jeff.
It's passing.
Look at Hoagland just operating and then finding a way to knife through it. The rib has been bad to her tonight so far.
It really has, but she's creating so much. She's creating opportunities for other girls, and that's what you want. You want her to put it up 20, 25 times a game. I mean, she's really the senior-laden player on the court tonight.
Oh, nice move there by O'Brien. O'Brien turns it around, will not go, and the ball will go over to Cedar Cliff.
I'll tell you something about O'Brien. This kid's a freshman. Number one, she's something you can continue to build this Patriot team around. She's young, she pushes well. It's going to fall for her. I'm impressed by her, Gary.
Well, you know the other thing that I really like as I watch this tonight, guys, you're watching a Redland team that knows what it's like to go south. They're not playing around on the outside. They're attacking every time down. And they have a lot of turnovers. But I'm going to tell you what, this team's only going to get better. Beth Cook has doing some things right now that are really, really good.
She's doing a good job. One thing she's teaching them to sit and play hard on defense. They need to box out a little bit in that zone. That's one thing kids have a tendency to forget sometimes. You got to box out in the zone as well.
Pretty good defense here again. Only 20 points for Cedar Cliff so far. Good defense to the inside, tying the ball up down in the lane as the 2 bigs get at it. Kara Gorham and Lindsay Kaiser are on the floor. That's another thing you like to see, Jeff Thompson. Your 2 big girls on the floor getting after the ball.
That looked like a wrestling match right there.
I don't know who won that scrum. And a turnover for Cedar Cliff. It's good defense here to start the half for Redland. 6 turnovers in the game now for the Colts.
Just like every possession, you want to honor it. But this is crucial for Redland, not to get too far behind here.
Well, they're trying to get Hawkins more in the game. She only has 2 points thus far, and she's their leading scorer. As the foul will be marked up on Sophie Karcher. That's her first. And the team's second here of the second half. Here comes Hawkins. Hawkins works her way in and bowls her way into the basket for 2. She's got 4 points in the game, and the lead cut in half.
That
20-10.
That might just be the one, Gary, to get her going. That's all she's going to need here a little bit. She needed something to fall for. 10-point game.
Albee throwing it over the top, looking back inside, and this one's going to be off the hands of Kaiser.
2 adjustments I would have made if I was Redland, and I'm sure they talked about it. 1, look at the press if Cedar Cliff scores. Ball movement against that press.
Gorham coolly comes off the rim. Rebound by Hawkins. Jump ball. And the ball will stay, will actually go to Redland on the jump ball. So here's that press again now at full court zone trap.
Well, they got somebody in the middle. They had Hawkins in the middle. She needs to slide back up right there. She needed to present herself. Right there in the middle, and you go break that 2-2-1.
Good look outside. Not going to go off the iron. Here's O'Brien one more time. Looks pretty good. Right down the middle for Broadway. And Kennedy O'Brien's got 4 points, and the lead has been cut to 8.
See, it's an 8-point game now. If you're Redland, get a stop. If you're Cedar Cliff, keep working that ball, overloading that zone, penetrate those gaps.
Jeff Thompson's down there on the baseline. Jeff, is it me, or have they tightened that zone in pretty well here in the second half?
Well, they have. I wanted to talk about Sophie Kircher. She's doing a marvelous job defensively. The point on the press and guarding the big girl from Redland.
Inside-outside basketball. Another long shot. The three-point line has been a menace tonight for the Colts so far.
Patriots get the stop they need. Let's see if they can come out with something. Now, here's right here. You want to continue to get movement. You can't stand around that arc. You got to continue to move on that offense if you're Redland.
Back in the middle it goes. Penetration again, trying to open up that outside shot. Hawkins underneath, and nice job. Boy, they really just whittled down that defense that time and got the inside shot they wanted.
Got a high-low look. I thought Hawkins had a shot that she passed up, but it created an opportunity, and they're at the line.
First foul on Julia Hoffman. So at the line, you got Josie Miller, and Miller up and good.
Boy, she used every bit of that rim. Got the shooter's touch here.
Josie Miller, one of the vets of this team, is wholesale substitutions here by Cedar Cliff. As you get Ryan Karcher back in there. You got Ileana Hosey, and both are up and good by Miller. She's got her first 2 of the night. The lead cut to 6. And then quickly back on the other end, getting fouled on the play is Natalie Oibel, and she will go to the line for 2.
Well, Cedar Cliff runs an intentional, and I like it. I did the same play many years back. It's a sideline break, secondary break, out of a foul shot situation. And it's been effective. They're getting the layup out of it every time.
That's what we call a pattern break in basketball, where you're constantly running people out and you're looking for the pass. Pass is always quicker than the dribble down the floor.
And everybody has a spot. You notice it. You'll see it.
Oibel, her first 2 of the night. Natalie only a sophomore, small forward. 22-14 now. Cedar Cliff restores a little bit of order here with 3:49 to go in the third quarter. Here you got another look. Downtown, will not go. Redland with the long rebound. And then the throwaway on the other side. Tell you what, Jeff Thompson, they are feisty, this group. They are constantly looking to probe right to the basket.
They're doing a much better job with Cedar Cliff's pressure, Redland is, in the second half.
There you see Beth Cook, the young coach. Before you talk about enthusiasm, her team represents her enthusiasm over there. She's been down their haunches the whole game.
They sure do. I'm impressed by her efforts and her team's efforts for her. They're in this ball game here at home.
It's always fun when you watch a young team learning. You got, like I said, 5 seniors and 5 freshmen, so you have culture shock out there going on. But they seem to be melding together pretty well.
No doubt about it. They're playing 8 right now, Redland, so they're moving girls in and out.
Oh, and a throwaway there. It's the 7th turnover against the Colts. And a foul called, one of those frustration fouls against Cedar Cliff. Scott Wyan up there and barking out what he wants done here next. Foul against Natalie Oibel. That would be her second, team fourth of the half. Now you get a 1-3-1 kind of look here.
Right, and they're kind of trapping high a little bit. So Redland's going to need to flash somebody to the middle. And I'm telling you, if they do that, they'll have a nice attack.
So a foul on the turnover. And the foul actually going to be marked up against Kennedy O'Brien, her first tonight, team second of the half. 2:39 to go here in the third quarter. 22-14 the lead. Ileana Hosey right now is pretty much the point guard for Cedar Cliff to give Hoagland a chance to rest. Down the lane they go. Rebound yanked down again, this time by Josie Miller. Inside it goes, great job, and then they find on the secondary break there, it's going to be Hawkins putting it away, and so back to 6 points it is.
That was a great look. Got a stop down on the one end and a bucket on the other. Redland has had opportunities.
Tell you what, Jeff Thompson, Redland going to war this quarter.
They are. Josie Miller with a tremendous box out in the inside.
Good inbounds play, pass, no good. The outside shooting tonight has really been the bugaboo so far for Cedar Cliff. It's Hoagland with it. Hey, Ashley Hoagland, one of the great kids to coach you'd ever want to have. I had a chance to have her on a AAU team a few years ago, and just fabulous kid to coach and a great point guard.
Redland playing a 3-2, and they're getting movement, really good movement in the zone. They're playing, I mean, they're moving their feet right now, and they're playing good defense right now. Cedar Cliff's struggling a little bit against the zone.
Cedar Cliff only 1 out of 9 so far this quarter in shooting from the 2-point line, so I should say inside the 3-point line. So again, 1:12 to go. Cedar Cliff looking downtown. Hoagland lets go, will not go. Rebound Redland, chance to cut it down to 4. It's been a long time since it was at 4. And the trap at half court. Good timeout by Beth Cook. We'll take one as well. 22-16, 1:01 to go here in the third on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
With Archie Smith Jr., players in 1st through 7th grades will have a chance to work on skills and have fun doing competitions over Christmas break. Win prizes, having fun. Friday, December 28th. Sign up online. This clinic is only $30. First come, first serve. Players will have fun, and it's a great way to fill time over the long Christmas break. The Advanced Hoops staff will be ready to go and ready to go with you. Go to advancedhoops.com to register. And we're going to start talking about the Hoffman Ford player of the game here soon. You've got a lot of candidates out there so far, guys.
Exactly.
Redland winning the third quarter here, 8-4 thus far. And their defense has really been impressive. And then the inside play, you're getting a little bit more from Hawkins. Here you see Hawkins. She wants the ball. She's posted up. This time they double team from behind. Good job of coming out of there with the basketball is Hosey.
Yeah, that was a good defensive effort. Hawkins started warming up a little bit, so they went fronter and backside help, and that caused a little problem.
Hoagland down the lane, will not go. Ball loose on the baseline, goes back over to Redland. That is the 7th turnover in the game. Make that 8th turnover in the game now for the Colts. As Kaiser back in there, she'll replace Hawkins with 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Full court press here from Cedar Cliff.
Big possession for Redland.
Boy, is it ever. Talk about momentum. O'Brien going to try to force the action here a little bit. 10 seconds, you got to start to move in. Caught outside, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Great move by O'Brien, goes up, and O'Brien draws the foul with 4 seconds to go here in the quarter. She'll get 2.
She got away with one, though. She actually double dribbled out there.
If we have another look at it, she popped it twice with her hands, but that's okay. It was missed.
That's the first foul on Ashley Hogan, and O'Brien heads to the line where she's 2 out of 2 thus far tonight.
You take a look at it. Right there, she tapped it, but hey, it's all right. She got it.
Yesterday it was a turnover. Tomorrow might be a turnover. Tonight it was
not.
a great play.
That's right.
4 seconds to go. They've cut it to 5 now, and O'Brien cuts it to 4. 4 seconds to go. Pressed by Redland, full court, trying to get one more steal to end the quarter. Cedar Cliff trying to hang on to it. 1 second to go. Long shot, will not go. We head to the fourth. 22-18. We have ourselves a ball game here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
To hear a kid say that they're concerned about their safety in a school environment is heartbreaking. I'm sorry. I need my kids to be in an environment where they can actually focus on their education. That's paramount to me. The school does what it says it's going to do for the families that they serve.
There's never been a better time to make the switch. Enroll today at ccaeducate.me.
And we head to the fourth quarter. We got ourselves a game as Redland crawling back into it, 22-18. And they've got the basketball here and a chance to cut it to someplace it hasn't been for a long time, which is 2 points, guys. Jeff Thompson, Redland really fought it out that quarter. What turned it around for them?
They handled the pressure.
Handled the pressure better. Also got the better shots, got to the foul line, continued to attack the basket. And Todd McCall, they've got themselves back in a ballgame here and a chance right now to pull it 2-2. And I'll tell you what, someone is feeling hot. The first 3 of the year for Redland.
She's absolutely right now showing what the future of the Redland Patriot basketball program will be. And she's starting to step her game up, defensively as well.
They're only going to give her 2 on that. She's fairly on the line. So 6 points, make that 8 points in the game now for Kennedy O'Brien. And don't forget, coming up at the end of the game is a Giant post-game show where we'll feature the Pizza Hut play of the game and the Hoffman player of the game, Hoffman Ford player of the game. And I got to think Kennedy O'Brien's one of the people in the hot running right now.
Right now, yeah.
Cedar Cliff just has not had a good night shooting it from there outside. They have been really dismal, and that's really what's been their downfall thus far is this game in the 20s. So O'Brien, you can tell she's feeling it right now. This might be a breakout game for her. There's that indecision you talked about early, Todd.
Yeah, you want to come to a jump stop there, and I think, again, the pace of the game a little bit gets a little quicker. Although second half, Redland's the aggressor. Josie Miller just picked up a turnover there, and Coach Cook told her right away, just plant your feet. This 3-2 zone, see, they started in the 2-3, and now they're in the 3-2. It's actually giving Cedar Cliff trouble.
They also showed a little 1-3-1 for a while.
That's right.
There's Dalby, though, who's been the answer tonight so far. She's got 7 points, and she buries it from outside.
I think she would be my player of the game on the other side right now. I think she's got after it. Defensively, she's played well.
Oh, great pass. Wonderful pass again by O'Brien. And you just watch O'Brien just getting confidence right now, dishing it to Kaiser in the lane.
You might in the future have her just take that shot, because right there, it's still a good look. It just, she's going to be your scorer.
Third foul on Karcher. And the ball's going to get turned over there. Turnover number 18 so far. Am I correct on that?
18, man.
18 to make that 19 turnovers actually have. 19 turnovers thus far for Redlands. So a lot of opportunities there kind of thrown away. As Hoagland now, and you kind of would think that they're going to start to maybe try to penetrate a little bit since they haven't shot it well from the outside.
I would imagine. I mean, right now they have a problem. That's a good penetration. That's what you need right there.
Yep, you got the penetration, but didn't score. Kaiser pulls down the rebound, and we got a timeout. Scott Wyan over there at 5:46, 25-20. The Colts lead it. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Stay low, drop.
Players and parents have more confidence in Advanced Hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Since my son has started Advanced Hoops, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
Well, the cheerleaders for Cedar Cliff on their hands for the moment here, and we're ready to go here as we pick it up. 5:46 to go in the third. Jeff Thompson, big possession right here for Cedar Cliff. Great inbounds play. They put it underneath, and they get Hoagland, the inbounder, on the score.
Just like they drew it up.
A lot of people forget about that inbounder once they make the pass, and now here comes the pressure. Scott Wyatt wants to try to put this away right here and now. Long look, will not go. Pulled down by Hoagland.
Good box out by Hoagland. That's what it started at. That's how she got that rebound.
You made a good point earlier, I thought, Todd, with Kennedy O'Brien. She distributes a lot of times right now where I think she could probably be better served taking the shot.
Yeah, she's just one that's going to have to put it up 15, 20 times. And you know, it's not selfish. You just have to tell her, hey, we're going to have you look for yourself. That's how we score.
Well, and as she matures and finalizes, there you go. Hoagland starting to take some control here. Good kick out. Dalby wide open, and Dalby will not go this time as Hawkins yanks down yet another rebound.
Maybe a little bit more legs, and she's going to drill that shot.
Hawkins is like a rebounding machine. I can see how she gets 13 a game.
Right. It makes sense. I mean,
you know, as you go forward on the Keystone, Jeff, you're going to have to be a better shooting team here for Cedar Cliff. And obviously, for Redland, they're just maturing there. But you can see both teams doing a lot of nice things here tonight. Quickly on the other end, driving down the lane for two is Sophie Karcher. She's got 4 points.
Well, the Karchers, they are the majority of the scoring tonight for Cedar Cliff, the sisters.
7-point run for Cedar Cliff right now after the 2-point lead. O'Brien has it tapped away by Karcher inside, and quickly here comes Sophie Karcher again, going length full court underneath. Quickly, 2 points. You need a timeout if you're Beth Cook, and you're going to get one right here as Ryan Karcher in for her 9th point of the game. A big run right here, 9 straight points, 4:08 to go in the 4th quarter. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
My name is Monica. I'm an elementary school teacher.
My name is Mitch. I'm a graphic design specialist.
We have 4 children. Currently we have life and auto insurance with Erie. Our agent is helping us to move our homeowners insurance to Erie as well.
They've always been a good company and good customer service. If anything ever happens to me, my family will be protected.
Call Logan or Warren Stumpf at Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
And here we go. We are back at Redland High School. 4:08 to go in this one. And well, you got a bunch of people here for Hoffman Ford Player of the Game. We got the Giants post-game show coming up after this. The Giant post-game show, the Hoffman Ford Player of the Game. Who do you like so far, Jeff Thompson?
I like a bunch of them. #1 for Redlands. I like both of the sisters at Cedar Cliff. And
Karcher sisters, yeah.
Hoagland's doing a wonderful job.
And I'll tell you what, Cedar Cliff has just really picked up their defense here. That's a big shot right here. Not going to go. Tipped out of bounds. Think it'll stay with Redland underneath. They got back to 22-20 and then a 9-point run, Todd. What led to that?
Well, they started pushing the ball again, and they started beating Redland to the spots. They were not doing well walking the ball up the floor against the zone. They had to beat the zone up the floor, and that's what happened. They pushed it and opened it up.
That break of theirs is really good, too. You mentioned about the pattern break, and they get out there and they run it and they get down on you quickly. And they always say, too, if my bigs can outrun your bigs, I'm going to win a lot of basketball games, and that's what happened here.
And it's a break with a purpose. They get to spots, they spot up well, and that's the difference. That's why I like Ryan Karcher. She runs the floor well, and she finishes. So if I'm doing Hoffman Ford player of the game, I go and lean to 32 because she was in the right spots tonight.
Exactly, doing her job where she was supposed to do it. Zeta Crumpton in there, another one of these freshmen. And I'll tell you what, these freshmen are building up some great experience right now. As she'll miss her second shot, but a 10-point lead, 3:33 to go. Cedar Cliff's got it. And you got to think in a game like this, it's so low scoring, Jeff, you're starting to play the clock a little bit and spread that floor and do this kind of stuff.
And Hoagland's a good one to have when you're up 10.
Absolutely right. She'll control the ball well for you as Kaiser with the rebound. On the possession arrow, the ball stays underneath with Cedar Cliff. Boy, I'll tell you what. You took a look at the two Karchers here, Sophie and Ryan, and Sophie with another good drive to the basket, drawing the foul.
Hey, they've been the difference, but you know, Jeff says it a lot too. It starts with a great point guard, but I like the aggressiveness of Sophie. She's penetrating and she's pushing the ball and she's pushing the tempo, and that's been the difference.
Ryan Karcher, only a freshman. Sophie, a senior. That senior freshman has been a theme tonight on both these teams. The second one up and good, and Sophie Karcher with 5 points in the game. 32-21, Cedar Cliff with pretty good lead here with 3:11 to go. In the first of two tonight, we'll have the boys coming up in the second part of this doubleheader. Been a very enjoyable game, though, Jeff, watching these two teams really play with a purpose, I think, all night long.
There's passion out there. What I like about number 24 for Cedar Cliff, she's guarding the best offensive player for Redland, too.
Another outside look will not go. Yanked down by Sassano. Stolen back. Ahead it comes to O'Brien. She's been quiet for the last couple minutes. O'Brien lets it go. Kaiser trying to get it. She's been all over it tonight. Now you're going to get Hawkins, who loves to drive. Hawkins has it taken away by Hoagland. Hoagland going hard to the basket. Ashley Hogan bump going down the lane. And she'll be fouled by Zeta Crumpton. No shot. So Hoagland will bring the ball, be brought in underneath by Sassano. Check that rather, it'll be Karcher, Sophie Karcher. Courtney Collier back into the game now for Redland as we tick down to 2:29. Don't forget our giant post-game show coming up. And I apologize today for talking about the Advanced Hoops halftime shootout in this one. It's going to be in the second game this evening, so just wanted to correct myself on that. Another look downtown. There's a young lady tonight who has distinguished herself well, and that is Allison Dalby, who again we can put up for Hoffman Ford player of the game. She's got 10 points.
Yeah, she's done a great job tonight. She's been a solid contributor.
Missed on the layup. Hoagland gets it back. Inside it goes. And another hard move down the lane by Sophie Karcher and a good pass from Ashley Hoagland.
Coach Wyatt took a timeout. I saw a little more intensity in the huddle, and he simply said, we need to pick up pace a little bit. We need to get after it. We need to push the ball. That was the difference, and his team said, we're not going to lose here tonight on the road.
Sophie Karcher has come off the bench now with 6 points here tonight, looking for number 7.
You know, she's obviously playing with a, you know, either a bruised nose or a broken nose or something, so I give her a lot of credit.
How about a 15-1 run here at the end of the game? 1:48 to go. So, guys, I'm going to throw it out here for you. Got two names here, Dalby or Sophie Karcher. Jeff Thompson.
I'm going with SK.
Okay. He loves the family Karcher and the way they played tonight. How about you, Todd?
Yeah, I'm going with Sophie tonight. I agree with you. I agree with Jeff.
We'll make it 3 big votes on that. Sophie Karcher's been really solid tonight. Although I'll tell you what, I love the way Dalby has played. Love the way Ashley Hogan's played. She's not going to be big on the numbers board tonight, but she handles the controls for this club very well. Here you go to the other end and back up again. It's going to be Dalby one more time. Dalby with 12 points down the game. She is the leading scorer tonight for this club. Here comes O'Brien. She's acquitted herself very well tonight and does so again here as she's in for 2 more. She's got 10 points tonight. Kennedy O'Brien, the freshman, look for her name to come up a lot more in coming games and years. Under a minute to go now, 39-23. Cedar Cliff's going to get their 4th win of the season here, their 2nd win now in the Keystone. As burying it downtown is Natalie Sassano for her first deuce of the night.
So it was at one point it was the 3rd quarter win by Redland, and now it's the blowout 4th quarter for Cedar Cliff, and they just started getting things going, and that's the difference. They got
Number 24 is an MVP.
Sophie Karcher going in there hard. Sophie Karcher having a great night here.
You know, you look at this tomorrow. It looks. I mean, the score really wasn't an indication of this game, really, Gary. I mean, it got kind of pulled away there in the 4th quarter, but it was a good game. It was a solid game up to 3 quarters.
22-5 the final quarter,
yeah.
And that they rolled out. It was 22-18 going in the final quarter. We'll take a break. We'll come back for our Giant postgame show here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet. Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local. Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Welcome back to our Giant post-game show here, and the first of 2 tonight at Redland. And Cedar Cliff walking out of here tonight with a 44-23 win, which was a lot closer than that, guys. 22-5 the last quarter as Cedar Cliff ran out of town with it. But tonight, when we look at our Hoffman Ford player of the game, Jeff, you pinned it early. The family Karcher tonight was at it. When you had Ryan and you also had Sophie Karcher, and they were Hoffman Ford player of the game because of plays like this. The slashing of Sophie Karcher and the inside play of Ryan Karcher, and those two are our Huffman Ford Player of the Game. You see Sophie, just that slashing style here tonight. One a freshman, one a senior. The nice patience of Ryan Karcher going down the lane in the secondary break. We saw that early. Sophie Karcher back with a slash and a tough shot. So in and out they went all night long.
They were a terrific tandem, I believe. But Cedar Cliff had a good team in that fourth quarter, didn't they?
They really did. Todd, what did you see in the fourth quarter really led to this big win?
Well, after a timeout, I mean, Coach Wyatt said one thing. He said, we got to get back to pushing the ball. We got to beat the zone. They were struggling against the 3-2. So what they did, high percentage shots. They could beat Redland down the floor all night, and that's what they did, and that was the difference. They opened it up then.
Well, they really didn't do well from the outside, but when it came to slashy, when it came to getting inside, the Karchers really did it. Let's take a look at our Pizza Hut play of the game here tonight, and we got a good one for you. Our Pizza Hut play of the game. And here it was, Ashley Hogan coming down. And there's that secondary break we talked about a number of times. That's the patience of Hoagland and Karcher knowing exactly where to go coming down the floor. Little delayed secondary break. A lot of fun, Jeff.
She got to the box really well, didn't she?
Really did, and put it away. So 18 points between the sisters. Karcher tonight, a solid win from Cedar Cliff, their fourth of the season. On the other side, Redland acquitting themselves well tonight, like we saw from Kennedy O'Brien. You saw the big play on the inside from some of their big girls tonight. Kaiser in there, and also Hawkins. And so they've got some good things going on here in the future of Beth Cook and her club. We'll take a break. We'll come right back and close out our first of two here tonight on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two, it's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
My name is Monica. I'm an elementary school teacher.
My name is Mitch. I'm a graphic design specialist.
We have 4 children. Currently we have life and auto insurance with Erie. Our agent is helping us to move our homeowners insurance to Erie as well.
They've always been a good company and good customer service. If anything ever happens to me, my family will be protected.
Call Logan or Warren Stumpf at Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Come test drive the new Jeep on Stetler's amazing Jeep Trail.
During the Big Finish event, drive a 2019 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month. Yes, just $199 a month.
Drive better, drive Stetler at StetlerAuto.com.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Welcome back to our Giant post-game show, and 44-23, the Cedar Cliff girls win it over Redland here tonight. Let's go to Charlie Fortney, who's got an interview with Julie Walker from the Peyton Walker Foundation.
I'm real excited, guys, to be here with Julie Walker from the Peyton Walker Foundation. Julie, you're doing some great things. You're helping 2 nonprofits that I'm a part of, Medard's House and an AAU program called Team Pennsylvania. But a lot of parents don't know, and they don't have the education they need about what Peyton Walker Foundation does for people. So talk first about what is sudden cardiac arrest. A lot of parents don't understand that out there.
That's exactly right. So sudden cardiac arrest is actually the leading cause of death on school campuses. It is the #1 killer of student athletes. And every hour, every single day, we lose a kid to sudden cardiac arrest. It's really an electrical disruption of the heart rhythm. It's not a heart attack. A heart attack, you think that's what happens to older people. Cardiac arrest is what kills young people today.
A lot of people think, though, like me as a parent, well, if I get a sports physical, and if I go to my normal yearly doctor exams, I'm good. Talk about why that, and you told me before the broadcast, that's not good enough.
That is not good enough. So sports physicals and your well child visits, a doctor's going to listen to your heart with a stethoscope, and a stethoscope is going to miss 95% of electrical problems and structural problems with the heart, and that's why it's so important to get an electrocardiogram. We really need to get kids an EKG, check the electrical problems, because many of the heart issues that lead to cardiac arrest are detectable and treatable. So we can prevent deaths by just administering an EKG to students.
Now, parents can get a free assessment, right? Talk about that.
Absolutely. So we have hosted 10 free heart screenings in the mid-state area already. We've screened over 2,000 kids. And at every screening, we have identified kids with different heart issues. And again, it's free of charge. We have partnered with all of the major medical healthcare providers in the area, UPMC Pinnacle, Penn State Hershey, Wellspan, Geisinger, Lancaster General, Children's Hospital, Philadelphia. So they've all jumped on board with this program. They realize the life-saving importance that we're offering. So again, it's free of charge. We offer them all throughout the area, and more information is available on our website for those.
Talk about the website, because organizations, nonprofits can get AED defibrillators donated to their facility. They can get these CPR classes run for them. Talk about the website so organizations and individuals can benefit from Peyton Walker Foundation.
Absolutely. Another big component of what we do is provide free AEDs throughout the community. So this is a defibrillator. We've placed so far 60 of these all throughout the mid-state. We donate them to schools. We want to make sure kids and athletes and even parents are safe and protected. We donate them to nonprofits, churches, and all that information is available on the website for that. We provide free CPR training for the community. We want people to know what to do in the event of a cardiac emergency. Call 911, start CPR, and find an AED. So we're really educating.
I saw the PIAA promoting what you're doing, and I'm so thankful that the PIAA is behind this. High School Sports Live is behind this. Julie, thanks for all you're doing, and you're turning this whole thing into a triumph for so many people. We appreciate it. Now coming up, the boys Redland versus Cedar Cliff game. After these messages, you'll see Gary, Todd, and Jeff are going to be reviewing that rivalry. It's going to be a good one. Don't go away.
Stay low, drop.
Players and parents have more confidence in Advanced Hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Since my son has started Advanced Hoops, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet. Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local. Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Get all the benefits of a public school from the safety of your own home. CCA is an online public school that provides everything Pennsylvania students need to get started for free. Free laptop, check. Free textbooks and class materials, check. Help paying for internet service, check. There's never been a better time to make the switch. Enroll today at ccaeducate.me.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
Lay low. Drop.
Players and parents have more confidence in advanced hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Since my son has started advanced hoops, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
Sports Live, in partnership with ABC 27 News, is proud to present the Redland Patriots and the Cedar Cliff Colts in a big Keystone matchup and maybe the most talked about West Shore rivalry in recent years. This broadcast is brought to you by our premier sponsor, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency and Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. I'm Gary Sutton. Alongside of me, Todd McCall and Jeff Thompson tonight. These two teams come in here tonight. Neither one has experienced a win yet this season, so what better game to try to get that on the anniversary of basketball being founded with the Peach Basket. They're right here tonight. And, you know, you started out tonight, you talk about Cedar Cliff right out of the gate. And Jeff Thompson, when you talk about Cedar Cliff, you really start with this guy, Joey Zavorsky, here this evening.
He's a slasher. Joey's a slasher. But they've got an aircraft carrier in Derek Love, a 6'2 sophomore. And also another freshman point guard, Charlie Werner. I'm excited to see Trey Law because I coached his father, so that's a little personal thing for me.
Been the night of the point guard so far, the freshman point guard. On the other side, Luke Wagner brings in this Redland team that's looking to crack through the ice here tonight. They've had a tough time so far. They've been giving up over 60 points a game, Todd, but they're looking to turn it around here tonight against these Colts.
Yeah, they've been on the other end of a few big losses, 20-point losses, but Luke Wagner is a lefty and makes things go. He pushes the ball well. He's going to have to, and I think tonight, get going early, get his players going early in front of a nice Red Sea crowd tonight, and that could be a big difference.
We're in the home of the Patriots here tonight. The Colts and the Patriots about to suit it up here and a West Shore rivalry. All here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet. Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local. Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Come test drive a new Jeep on Stetler's amazing Jeep Trail.
During the Big Finish event, drive a 2019 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month. Yes, just $199 a month.
Drive better, drive Stetler at StetlerAuto.com.
My name is Logan Stumpf, and at Capital Region Insurance Agency, we take distracted driving very seriously. It's important for young drivers to know that texting and while driving is actually 6 times more likely to cause an accident than drinking and driving. Cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. Nearly 390,000 injuries occur each year from accidents caused by texting and driving. And lastly, 9 people in the United States are killed each day as a result of crashes involving a distracted driver. I have the privilege of coaching these young men behind me on the court, but the best part of all is being able to influence them off the court in a positive way.
I think being educated about distracted driving is important during this age because you really got to figure out the importance of what you're really doing and putting others' lives in risk and your own life in risk.
At Capital Region Insurance Agency, we partner with High School Sports Live to help bring awareness of the negative effects of distracted driving. To learn more, visit our website or give us a call today at 717-731-1142. Remember, if you take the call, you risk it all.
Welcome back to Redland High School as we get ready for the boys' game tonight at your Commonwealth Charter Academy. Number 1 tonight. He's a freshman at 5'10". Derek Love, 45 at 6'4". Sophomore Brandon Koch, 11, a sophomore, 5'10". Trey Law wearing number 3 tonight, a senior at 5'10". On the other side, your OSF. Number 11, you've got Owen Kahn out there at number 25, Sean Stewart, number 12, and Luke Wagner wearing 24, the veteran here tonight. And Ryan Long, a 6'6" forward, is out here this evening. We'll take a break. We'll come right back on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet.
Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local.
Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
And the national anthem now being played here. Todd McCall and Jeff Thompson with us here tonight. Coaches everywhere you look at this gymnasium. Your officials for tonight, John Seahack, Nate Weems, and Chris Delosier. And you see the red tide over here getting all ready to go. They are fired up. Although I see a couple sneaky Maryland shirts in there somehow. How'd they get in there with those Patriot shirts, huh?
Yeah, that's right. This is the Red Sea and the Golden Corral.
See what happens when you go away and fix your knee and you're not up there messing with these people. You got to get them in order there, Todd.
That's right.
Jeff Thompson prowling the sideline. There you go, the Golden Corral. They're always famous for making a lot of noise, and you don't see any of that San Diego Chargers stuff in there anywhere you look, do you? And there's our starters for tonight, as we said earlier, for Cedar Cliff. Trey Law, Zavorsky, Koch, Love, and Werner. Kahn, Wagner, Stewart, and Kramer. Kramer. There's a name, Gage Sounder. How'd you like to have been around for that naming? That's one of the great. We ought to have an all-name team this year. Gage Sounder, Jeff Thompson will be right there at the top of the list.
That's great.
So we are ready to get this underway. And one thing we know for sure tonight, someone's going to have a win at the end of this season. At the end of this evening, someone is going to have a win. That's exactly right.
Very rare have we ever talked about both of these teams going in and combined 0-11, but when you look at the crowd, you won't know that because it's the West Shore War.
And isn't that the way it's supposed to be?
That's exactly right.
Quick outside shot, not going to go. Over the back it goes, and the ball goes over to Redland here right away.
So it's going to be some intensity. I saw, Redland looking to trap in the corner, so Cedar Cliff's got to keep the ball moving.
Cedar Cliff picks up three-quarter court here, puts some pressure on. For Redland tonight, they got to figure out a way to keep this game somewhere down in the 50s and 40s to win this, you would think, as a foul's going to be called out front on Cedar Cliff, and that will go against Trey Law.
And Gary, I think you're right. I think that score in that 50 range benefits Redland. They've been on some lopsided sides of the ball, but both teams have played in the Keystone have played a couple teams pretty tough. They just haven't found a way to win yet. Don
Smith, the first-year coach here for Redland. On the other side, Ty Savercole, another one for the all-name team this year, but for coaches. Move on the baseline will not go, but the rebound stays with Redland and taken away. Coast to coast, Zavorsky in for a deuce. Joey Zavorsky with the first two of the night.
He's a playmaker for Cedar Cliff, and he'll have to do that tonight here in this West Shore War.
We're going to get a little travel down there against Redland. So the first turnover of the evening against the Patriots.
Ty Savercole, the outfit tonight, Christmas suit, if you look at the other side. I mean,
saw that.
Gary, I don't know if I've ever seen one more loud. If you know the guy, it's a perfect.
But then he's laced up to play too, Jeff Thompson. He's got the sneakers on with it, so it's a really interesting call.
He's ready for TV, that's for sure.
Well, he's living up to his name tonight, Savercole. I mean, that is a great looking outfit. I can't even imagine wearing that myself. That'd be room for going to prison. Long look downtown. Beautiful shot out there for the three from Trey Law, who gets his first tray of the night.
Trey Law, the senior, will have to be looked at all year, and they want to compete in the Keystone. They're going to have to knock those down.
He didn't play for 2 years.
Trey Law hooking up on the first tray of the evening, 5-0 out of the gate here for Cedar Cliff. Cedar Cliff 0-5, Redland 0-6 coming into this one, but you would never know it by the energy that's in this place right now. Look, far corner, buried downtown from Zavorsky, and quickly 8-0, and quickly a timeout. We'll take one as well. It's 8-0, 5:49 to go in the first on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
The Advanced Hoops training staff features Division I level instructors and coaches who have played professionally. Charlie Fortney's shooting instruction has proven transformational for players in South Central PA. Gerald Jarman takes players to the next level in his dribbling and crossover intensity classes. Archie Smith teaches intense speed and agility and is very motivational. 6'9" Duke McCamey is excellent at teaching young post player technical skills around the basket.
Over 30 years of Division I and professional experience. It doesn't get any better than that.
Well, there you see Don Smith, the first-year coach with Redland, and he is doing some serious teaching right now as his team in a whole. They've been there a lot this year. They've been giving up over 60 points a game. But you know what? You'd never know. A coach in there doing his teaching, doing his thing, Todd.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you have to do. I mean, that's a great outfit there, the good look of that. But there's Coach Ruby, the assistant, a long-time assistant head coach at Central Dauphin. Ty Savercole, the great outfit.
Well, and cool would describe that tonight. It's got the snowflakes on there. Jeff Thompson, Jeff Thompson ought to get a suit like that. I thought he'd come in with something like that tonight.
Hey, I'm impressed with Sean Stewart and the big guy for Cedar Cliff. There's some heft down in the box today.
Well, they haven't used them so far because the guards have been so quick down the floor, and now they're picking up full court face guarding. And it pays off as once again another turnover as Lee's got 2 more points. Here is again, it's Trey Law in there for 2 more. He's got 5.
Yeah, the pressure, the intense pressure of Cedar Cliff is causing a little bit of problem to Redland. Cedar Cliff in that 2-3.
Redland having a tough time handling the ball. That's 3 turnovers here in the early going. And it looks to me like, Jeff Thompson, they've got Redland going east and west, not north and south where they want to go.
Well, the only foray they've made into the lane was by Sean Stewart, and that was long.
Now, Luke Wagner, the left-hander, you could tell he was uncomfortable keeping the ball in the right hand. He wanted to go back left, but it didn't work.
Another steal, another stick back. In very quickly, Joey Zavorsky. He's a one-man wrecking crew so far with 7 points out of the 12.
You can't get yourself buried too far if you're Redland. You want to keep your home crowd in it too.
Exactly right. And you're going to get a charge call there. Marked up against Redland, and it's against Adam Kramer. That'll be his first, team first. So each team has one team foul so far. In comes Justin Herzog now for.
Well, Cedar Cliff haven't blinked there. They came out with an attack. They're moving the ball so well against that Patriot zone.
Well, they know where they want to go. Rebound, though. Yanked down nicely by Louis Vega. Transfer in from Florida. And I'll tell you what, this Cedar Cliff team is quick and fired up coming out of the gate. They've drawn another player control foul here.
You know, when you haven't won a game, you get real hungry. They've been in some close ones. They've come up on the losing end and come short for Cedar Cliff. But this is the West Shore War. They don't want to lose it. You can tell. Their intensity is just up at a higher level right now.
They move the ball so quickly. I like the way they pass. They're very sharp. So a foul going to be called against Redland over in the far corner. And the foul again will be on Louis Vega. That'll be, make that, not Vega rather, it's going to be on Herzog. So for Herzog, his first foul, team third against the Patriots. Long look, will not go, rebound Cedar Cliff.
Got it back, ball movement, check out the ball movement. Looking to penetrate gaps. They're doing everything you need to do against the zone. Also taking their time, Gary, very effectively.
And spreading things out a little bit against that 3-2. Now going to the big guy inside, little half hook effort, not going to go. Follow up, will not go. Foul on the play. Ethan Rex flying through the air there. He looked more like Tyrannosaurus Rex the way he was coming in for a stick back. Jeff Thompson.
He was high. Looked like he might want to tomahawk that one. Cedar Cliff's intensity is unbelievable. Can Redland stand this storm right now?
Well, that's what they're trying to do, and unfortunately, the points are piling up against them. As new number coming into the game, Kyle Hannon. Kyle Hannon going to Penn State next year on a baseball scholarship. Nothing unusual about that around the Redland area, right? Baseball and Redland seem to go together very well.
Well, it has for years.
Second shot, no good. And another foul. So you got to block out underneath. 13-0 so far here.
Nothing upsets a coach more than somebody at the foul line. He misses the shot and they get it back and get a second chance at it.
So the second effort now by Maurice Clark just in the game. Clark up, no good. And he'll get another look at it here. 13-0, 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. Girls won the opener 44-23 for Cedar Cliff. Clark's second one is up. That's no good. Rolls out as well. And the rebound comes down in the hands of Kyle Hannon.
How about the on-ball pressure by Cedar Cliff? That's a difference right now.
Absolutely. Trey Law is just unbelievable. We're going to get a little too feisty that time as the foul will be called on Law. For Law, that's his second foul here. So 2 fouls. The only 2 fouls so far in Cedar Cliff. As Coach Smith continues to rotate players into the game. Sean Stewart getting ready to jump in there now. He'll check in for Hannon. So Redland has yet to put points on the board here in the first quarter. And you can put that right in the hands of that defense of Cedar Cliff, which has been just suffocating.
Again, Charlie Warner on the ball pressure is very effective. He's just a freshman.
Inside it goes. So it went inside of Sean Stewart, just got a little too far underneath. Jeff Thompson, you're down there on the baseline. Man, you can just feel the intensity between these two schools in here. Forget the 13-0. Intensity is hot.
Unbelievable. Do you see Sean? He got the takedown.
So the ball belongs to Redland. Redland with that man-to-man defense, and now you're going to get, I think, a double foul maybe? Technical foul. Let's see what we've got.
I think they called it technical on Stewart.
So I'm coming over and
it's a double.
That's what I thought. It was a double
Okay.
foul. So Hannon will come back down the bench line. We'll get this all siphoned out for you here in a moment. And that was the quietest double I've ever seen, I think.
It was, actually.
Long look downtown, will not go. And the rebound comes off to Cedar Cliff. Quickly down the floor is Zaworski. Zaworski inside to the big guy, and he puts it away. Derek Love with a little love tap off the board.
Derek Love, the sophomore, 6'4", making it look easy.
Timeout, Redland, 15-0. Cedar Cliff leads it, 2:53 to go in the first. Here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
Advanced Hoops is offering a Christmas clinic with Archie Smith Jr. Players in 1st through 7th grade have a chance to work on skills and have fun doing competitions over Christmas break. Win prizes having fun. Friday, December 28th, sign up online. This clinic is only $30. First come, first serve. Players will have fun. It's a great way to fill time over the long Christmas break. The Advanced Hoops staff is ready to go, and I hope you are too. Head on over to www.advancedhoops.com to register. Redland down 15-0 here in the first quarter, 2:51 to go. It's been all Cedar Cliff so far.
Yeah, they're working hard to try to find that first bucket, Redland.
I'll tell you who's working hardest out there is Owen Korn right now. He is trying to make something happen. Good drive to the basket that time, Todd.
And you know what? As long as he keeps doing that, he can get himself. He'll find one. Another way, too, when you're struggling a little bit, find a way to get yourself to the line. They've started their offense 20 foot away, and that's the difference in Redland. You got it. That Cedar Cliff defense has been stifling.
Another takeaway here for Cedar Cliff. And you're going to get a foul called in the backcourt. And the foul will be against Owen Korn, his first. Be the team 6th foul now against Redland. Tough start here so far for the Patriots, and just the quickness, I think, of Cedar Cliff has really almost looks like caught him by surprise, Jeff Thompson.
They can't find their legs. Cedar Cliff's so aggressive early.
So Sam Shiley in here at the line. Shiley left-hander up, no good.
Little things right now for Redland. They're not winning the box out war at the foul line. Defensively, it's set up for you the way that they've changed the play and moved to where you stand up in the foul line, and they're not getting the rebound.
Good jump to the baseline and in. Really nice job that time of penetrating by Gage Souter.
And that led to Sean Stewart bucket.
Long look downtown, will not go. And a good rebound by Luke Wagner, who goes up strong to get it. Talk about Luke Wagner, another baseball player who's heading off to the University of Georgia next year. Redland, long known for their baseball teams, and of course, who can remember their Little League run a few years ago.
Yeah. And he was part of it.
News on that this week, by the way. They're heading off into the Cal Ripken League. And it looks like they're leaving the Little League in Williamsport. So, yeah. When was the last time you saw a Little League make the news like that? I guess when they were national champions, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that was a special story that year.
Good effort there by Louis Vega. Will not go. 1:38 to go here in the first quarter. Nick Strain into the game now for the Colts, number 22. And Charlie Werner handling the basketball. Trying to get the big guy moving here. Derek Love. And you know, the thing Jeff Thompson, Derek Love needs to do, just kind of find his way around there, use that backboard a little bit more, right?
Well, he missed that one. He had a nice follow, but they called over the back.
Well, he's only a sophomore, but I'll tell you what, you can see some familiarity. He's starting to get a little familiarity around that block.
He's nimble.
And he's aggressive for a sophomore at 6'4", and he knows that he can take advantage of Redland inside.
Justin Herzog checking in there for Redland, number 40, a football lineman, second team All Big Ten this year. So he had a great year football-wise.
And Redland's benefited through the years with, football players doubling as basketball players.
Louis Vega picking it up in the corner. You just can't do that. You said in the first game, he who hesitates is lost. In this one, you pick it up. There you see Don Smith, first-year head coach, and we all been there. You're working with a team right now that youthful in terms of basketball and trying to get them to learn your system. There's nothing harder than teaching a system in the first year.
Yeah, you just got to take your time, be patient, teach. In all situations, basketball is a game to be taught, whether you're winning or losing.
There's Vega putting it up. Rebound, put back, blocked nicely by Derek Love. Down the lane they go, and man, what a nice little dipsy-doodle drive by Joey Zavorsky rather. And Zavorsky with 11 points here in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's definitely a playmaker.
Luke Wagner has it blocked by Zavorsky again. Zavorsky doing it on both ends. Back in the hands right now of Vega. Vega trying to find somewhere to go. Now Stouter. Stouter down the lane, pulls up, and he's going to push off. They're going to get Souter for a push-off. Gage Souter with his first foul.
And Souter was a guy that I know Redland needs to count on a little bit to be able to hit that outside shot. He really hasn't got a chance to really get a look or two at it.
Check that. They didn't get Souter at all. Actually, they got Herzog for his third foul. Yeah. 7 turnovers right now against the Patriots thus far in this game. 19-2, 10 seconds to go here in the quarter. Zavorsky picks it off. Zavorsky's going to try to get this shot off. Passes the corner. One last look. Long one downtown. Will not go. And that's it. 19-2 at the end of the first quarter. Cedar Cliff leads it in the War of the Shore here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27. Back after this.
My father years ago told me, own your own business. That was my inspiration. And February 1st of 1996, we opened up as Capital Region Insurance Agency.
Throughout my entire life, seeing my dad how successful he was and learning the way he was actually able to communicate with people and help them, whatever their needs may be, it made me want to get more involved. I'm most proud of helping continue my dad's legacy, helping the surrounding communities, businesses, and families.
We try to wow our customers, let them know that we are here for them. If they can't get into our office, we would take the time and go visit them. This really differentiates ourselves from the 1-800 who do you get? Whether it's financial services, auto, home, life, commercial, we hold their hands, bring them through the process. We let them understand that we know what we're doing and they feel comfortable when they leave here.
I think it makes it more personal and more family-oriented, definitely more of a friendly environment.
What I'm most proud of is the hard work, and it's enabled me to ensure clients, to provide protection for them, to let them sleep well at night.
And there you see some people plastered up on the wall tonight from Cedar Cliff and, enjoying the game. Doubleheader here tonight. Shortest day of the year, longest night of the year.
Right.
And so far, it's been a long night for Redland. 1 out of 10 they are for the field. 6 rebounds, 7 turnovers, 2 points. On the other side, 19 points for Cedar Cliff. They have 6 rebounds so far, 6 out of 11 from the field, 2 out of 6 from the three-point line, and their intensity, Jeff Thompson, has been unequaled thus far.
Oh, they came out of the gate ready to run.
You know, one thing that Cedar Cliff's doing a good job is Redland is trying to trap out of that zone. They're trying to be aggressive. Cedar Cliff's done a great job beating that trap, and it's just setting them up for shots. I was wondering how long Redland might stay in the zone and whether they go back to man down 17.
Tell you one guy that's playing with great intensity right now for Redland is Luke Wagner. I mean, he's been really tough. Looks like he's trying to put this team on his back a little bit and do something. Go pick and roll out top there, not going to go. Souter misses. Rebound, Love. Cedar Cliff running.
Stewart running the floor. How about it?
Love staying with it. Love trying to get it, will not go. Picked off there by Sean Stewart. And there is Wagner again, spinning his way into the basket, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And that's his shot, Gary, because he's a left-hander. He needs to, if you see him go hard down that right side, he's going to spin.
The foul on Nick Strain. That'll be his first. Team 7th against Cedar Cliff at the line. Luke Wagner. Wagner's first one is up and good. Wagner's first points of the night. As the turnstile continues over there for Redland. Vega out of the game. Back in for him is Owen Kahn. And second one up and good for Wagner. You know, you watch Wagner, you just see athletes. I mean, you can see why he's going to Georgia on a baseball scholarship. And really, over all these Redland players are all athletes. They've all distinguished themselves in other sports as well.
Yeah.
And they keep that 3-2 zone going here, and then trap on the side. And there you go. And you pay for it with Charlie Warner, the freshman, who buries the 3 downtown.
They're beating it. Derek Love, they're beating it with diagonals. They're beating it the way you want to beat a zone. Cross-court pass.
And they're beating it from the side. You beat that 3-2 from the side, not up top. There's a look downtown from Calm. Will not go. Here comes Cedar Cliff again, pulling it out. Double team. Inside it goes. Good kick of the ball. And then the long shot. And I don't care that he missed. They really handled that terribly well. I tell you, Love, the big kid in there, maybe isn't the scorer they wanted to be inside yet, but he's an outstanding passer.
He will be. You're right. He passes well for 6'1".
How about that? Good pull up by Kahn, and Kahn downtown for the 3.
Kahn just trying to wake his team up a little bit and said, hey, went over, ran over the crowd and let them know too, hey, stay behind us here.
Underneath it comes Strain. He didn't strain at all on that one. Nick Strain with his first deuce of the night, and Cedar Cliff just continues to pound that glass coming back on the break.
Strain's a 6'2 sophomore.
Look at Luke Wagner, hard to the basket, will not go. Taken down by Law. Law running, ahead it comes. Werner, ball fake, taken away. That's the first turnover tonight, I think, for Cedar Cliff in this game.
Gary, I believe you're right.
They have done nothing wrong so far. In fact, you're sitting here wondering how they haven't won a game yet.
That is it. You know what? That's a great point, Gary.
Long look downtown, Zavorsky. Man, this guy looks like player of the year right now. 14 points for Zavorsky. That's his second tray of the night.
He's taking his opportunities. He's scoring within rhythm. He's scoring within their offense. He's scoring off diagonals. They're doing a great job. Ty Cyberco's team is doing a great job moving the ball.
Here's a big look. Will not go. Taken by Zavorsky again, as Stewart couldn't find the net. Outside, man, I'll tell you what, Trey Law with another tray. He's got 8. Timeout, 30-7, 4:18 to the half. Here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
As a trusted local community bank, Mid-Penn Bank offers options for families including simply free checking, a Young Savers account, Great rates on CDs and money markets and an array of financing options, including mortgages and home equity loans. Stop in at a Mid-Penn Bank branch near you or visit midpennbank.com to learn more. Welcome back to Redland High School. There you see Don Smith that keeps on working with his kids, getting his charges fired up there. They're down 30-7, but he's doing what a great young coach does, getting his program started and getting that team going. There you see the Redland faithful. They're not leaving anytime soon. Jeff Thompson down in the baseline. Jeff, what are you seeing so far for the Cedar Cliff Colts club?
Well, first of all, they're playing very well together. Trey Law can shoot the three. Charlie Warner can handle. Number 5, Joey Zaworski is so athletic.
How about 5 out of 11 for the three-point line for this team so far? Those numbers will win you a few basketball games. So 4:10 to go here to the half. Don't forget, coming up at the halftime, we will have the Jack Gianvalvo halftime report and the shootout. The Jack Gianvalvo halftime shootout, Charlie Fortney will take care of that. And underneath it goes, trying to get inside for the score here is Kyle Hannon. He gets fouled on the play. So Hannon goes to the line for 2 shots. The second foul on Maurice Clark. And Hannon's first one's up and good.
Yeah, they actually needed that. Just continue any way to find points.
Hannon's second one up, just shy, races the iron. 30-8, 3:56 to go till the half. Tell you what, you love the intensity in this gym, though. Backdoor cut, the way you draw it up. And how about right down the lane it goes to Ty Law, who's got 10 points.
That was a great move, great cut. Very well orchestrated.
Cedar Cliff ought to put together a clinic film tonight so far, because that's what they've been doing, putting on a clinic.
Kind of sensed them coming in here. They knew they could get this one. And you're playing with a lot of confidence.
You've got a little roughness going down there in the corner. Official says, I'll get it under control. And the foul will be against Trey Law. That'll be the 3rd foul on Law. So I would think he's probably going to head out of the game here in favor of Hunter Kuza, who's in there. Law will head to the bench. Shot is no good. Off the hands of Hannon. Here's Zaworski handling the basketball.
Now Redland came back out and picked up on that man being down so much.
Look at that nice split, set play, down the lane, in for 2. Maurice Clark.
He's a 6'4" senior, got good size.
Well, Ty Saberco is going to enjoy watching this film the way his team is executing tonight. Long look, downtown, will not go. Zaworski's got it, they're running. He'll pull it up. Has it taken away from behind. Redland gets it back. Only the 2nd turnover tonight against this Colts team. 2:42 to go in the half. Jeff Thompson.
That offense that Ty's running came from Greenwood.
Looks like it came from the NBA the way he's running it right now. I mean, they're really just running off the ball, set plays, all of them working.
That's Ken Hauser.
Ken Hauser, the longtime Greenwood coach. One of the things, I think, the reason Redland came in that 3-2 zone is they knew that offense, and they knew that offense could beat them that way. And it is right now.
Ken Hauser, a lot of people don't remember, or maybe they do, also one of the great field hockey coaches around of all time. Out of the game will come Hannon. Back in will come Vega. So 2:10 to go here in the half. And don't forget, coming up at halftime, we have the Jack Gianvalvo halftime report, our Capital Region and AT&T halftime stats, and the Highmark first half highlights. And of course, our Jack Gianvalvo halftime shootout. Little backdoor, alley-oop, everything working tonight. Maurice Clark for his 4th point of the game, and a nice pass to him on the play.
It's set up. It's a high-low. It's a screen at the top of the key.
But a good look downtown, in rhythm that time, and Luke Wagner will bury it. Wagner with a 3, he's got 5 points for Redland. That was the nicest play they've had in rhythm so far.
Yeah, and they got to keep getting more of those.
Pick and roll there, not going to go. Another pick and roll. Good defense by Redland on that one. 1:21 to go here in the first half. corner. Rebound. Yanked out of there by Owen Kahn. Kahn trying to go coast to coast. Kicks it to the outside. Another long one downtown. Another three. Great job by Kahn of getting off the corner, and Wagner with back-to-back threes. He's got 8.
Got to wake up Redland a little bit.
And we get a timeout for Cedar Cliff. Under a minute to go, 56 seconds, 36-14. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Stay low, drop.
Players and parents have more confidence in Advanced Hoops and Team PA AAU basketball. It's the only program that invests in a full-time staff to ensure that players get quality coaching, skill development, practice time, and quality tournaments. Over 170 players placed in college. Wow!
Since my son has started Advanced Hoops, he's improved in shooting, dribbling, and understanding the concepts of the game.
To check out Advanced Hoops and Team PA, go to advancedhoops.com.
Welcome back. Cedar Cliff up 36-14. Jeff Thompson, Luke Wagner's buried the last 2 threes down there for Redland. And you said, and I think we can all see it, he's competing very, very hard.
Very hard. His father and uncle both played basketball at Redland. I know we've talked baseball, but after that first 3, he shook his head and said, let's go, boys.
What's that Wagner name was big on that Little League Baseball team championship team a few years ago, too. Cedar Cliff tried to set a play here. 40 seconds to go till the half. Ty Sabercole says, pull it out here, guys. We got what we want. Working on time and score situations right here, Todd McCall.
That's that. And with 24 seconds before half, you can play and get the last one if you really want to. You got a nice lead here.
Really good concepts here by the Colts. Coming up now around 12 seconds here. We want to start to move in.
Redland went back into that zone.
They got Zavorsky right in the middle of it. Going to get a shot from the corner. Here it is. Werner lets it go. He'll miss. Tapped out. 36-14 at the half. We head to the Jack Giambalvo halftime report and the Jack Giambalvo shootout. All straight ahead. 36-14. The Colts in control on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
Get all the benefits of a public school from the safety of your own home. CCA is an online public school that provides everything Pennsylvania students need to get started for free. Free laptop, check. Free textbooks and class materials, check. Help paying for internet service, check. There's never been a better time to make the switch. Enroll today at ccaeducate.me.
36-14 here at the half, and we're getting ready for the halftime shootout here. And we head on over to Charlie Fortney right now, who's got it all under control. Charlie?
Okay, we're here with the Jack Giambalvo halftime shootout. Let's give it up for our shooters. All right, our first shooter is shooting for a $50 gift certificate to Dick's Sporting Goods. Shooting on behalf of Pizza Hut is Kyle Speranza out of the Red Sea. Let's give it up for Kyle. Any day. All right, go ahead and shoot, Kyle. Go ahead and shoot, Kyle. Okay. Our next shooter is Matt Moody, shooting on behalf of OSS Health. Oh, that was close. Our next shooter is Alex Steimling, shooting on behalf of Highmark. Oh, we're getting closer. Carson Eisenhower, let's give it up for Carson, shooting on behalf of Groff Tractor. Oh! Okay. Carson wins a $50 gift certificate to Dick's Sporting Goods. Shooting on behalf of Capital Region Insurance Agency, Carissa Geckel. Okay. Shooting on behalf of Advanced Hoops is Erica. Eli, let's give it up for Erica. Okay, shooting on behalf of Huffman Ford, Hayden Gerver. Go ahead, Hayden. Okay. All right, that's it for our Jack Giambalvo halftime shootout. Let's give it up for the shooters. And in a few minutes, we'll be back with Gary and Todd for our halftime report with Jack Giambalvo.
Come test drive the new Jeep on Stetler's amazing Jeep Trail.
During the Big Finish event, drive a 2019 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month. Yes, just $199 a month.
Drive better, drive Stetler at StetlerAuto.com.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet.
Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local.
Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Welcome back to our Jack Giambalvo Family of Dealerships halftime report. I'm Gary Sutton, alongside of me Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson. 36-14 here at the half. That Cedar Cliff was all over it the whole first half. We want to take a look first of all at our Highmark halftime highlights here, and there were a bunch of them. They came on the side of the Colts early and often here, Todd McCall.
Yeah, and they just got out and pressured really well, Cedar Cliff, and then they pushed the ball up the floor, and they brought the physical tone from the get-go. And they knocked down shots.
Force getting the steal, and then Charlie Warner, the freshman guard out there, knocking some down. Everything they did seemed to go right there. Zavorsky, they had another steal, a stick back. He had 14 points in the first half. But then you got Redland, got it going a little bit, and you saw a nice job there by Cedar driving in, dumping one off to Stewart. But Warner comes back, another three from the outside, 5 threes in the first half. Luke Wagner got it going, as did Owen Pawn with that three. But then the stick back again by Cedar Cliff, and everything they did was coming up roses, as again Zavorsky with 3 of his 14 points, kicking it off. Trey Law matching his name with another tray. And then inside of the secondary break as Love went down the lane. Luke Wagner had 2 of the threes in the first half for Redland. And then you see the backdoor play right here. Beautiful job on the lob. And Cedar Cliff up 36-14. Let's take a look at our Capital Region and AT&T halftime stats. Jeff Thompson, you look at those numbers there, 10 of 16 for Cedar Cliff. A lot of those just secondary fast break points, but 5 out of 13 from the three-point line.
What jumps out at me is Redland only has 4 field goals. 3 of them are threes.
Yep.
They only have 1-2 for the entire half.
Todd, 9-2 in the turnover department. That's a big number as well.
You know, if they limited those turnovers, they'd be a little bit better off. But, you know, they're going to also have to handle the pressure and the on-the-ball pressure. And I think Redland's lacking that true point guard right now. And that hurts them a little bit setting up their offense.
Yeah, I think the pressure so far of Cedar Cliff on the point guard spot, I think that's really where it starts. And they tried a couple different guys there with Gage Souter going down there. They had Wagner going a little bit. They had Calm going a little bit. So they're kind of trying different things so far, Jeff.
Cedar Cliff's so athletic out front. They're 3 guards, Trey, Charlie Warner, and number 5 is a very athletic young man.
One of the things that's really been impressive the first half, I think, for Cedar Cliff they seem to play with a purpose. They know exactly where they're going with every pass, and their set play stuff was absolutely dead on point.
Well, it was. And one of the things they did well is move the ball. They scored with diagonals. People spot up in positions. Very, very, very fundamental. And then when Redland went man-to-man, they beat them with backdoor cuts. They beat them with high-low screens. So they were hungry. They knew they needed this victory.
On the other side, you got Don Smith working with a team here that, their skills maybe aren't quite as good as you're going to have later on in the season. But, they're playing with an intensity, Redland, that you really got to like, Jeff.
Oh, I like it a lot. Luke Wagner, he came alive in the second quarter. I think he had 8 points.
Yeah, he really led the intensity charge for them. Well, 36-14, we're getting ready to start the third quarter. But when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about a food fight that's going on. We'll tell you all about that here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
My name is Monica. I'm an elementary school teacher.
My name is Mitch. I'm a graphic design specialist.
We have 4 children. Currently, we have life and auto insurance with Erie. Our agent is helping us to move our homeowners insurance to Erie as well.
They've always been a good company and good customer service. If anything ever happens to me, my family will be protected.
Call Logan or Warren Stumpf at Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Come test drive a new Jeep on Stetler's amazing Jeep Trail.
During the Big Finish event, drive a 2019 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month. Yes, just $199 a month.
Drive better. Drive Stetler at StetlerAuto.com.
Before the game, the Redland cheerleaders participated in the giant food fight. Cheerleaders at every home TV broadcast this year are bringing to the games non-perishable food items to help eradicate hunger in South Central PA. We're asking you, the fans, to join us in supporting the Central PA Food Bank. To volunteer, donate food items, or receive services, go to www.centralpafoodbank.org. Well, we're getting ready to start this one here in the third quarter. Gary Sutton, Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson down on the side. And Todd, I just love the intensity of this game tonight. Forget the score.
Yeah.
This has been just a good, fun night of high school basketball, hasn't it?
And that's what this West Shore rivalry is all about. I mean, 2 teams that are under one defined umbrella school district. You only have that in Central Dauphin and here. And that's what makes it special, and that's why we do it. I mean, we don't come in here and go, oh, what's the records? We come in here and go, we know we're going to see a fun night of basketball.
Well, it's the goodness of high school basketball, too. I mean, there's been both these crowds have been really, really into the game. They're having fun.
Right.
It's a great night. You talk about what's good going on in the world right now, and you look out at basketball tonight, and you can be happy here and be smiling whether you're wearing blue and gold or whether you're wearing red, white, and blue.
It's fun being around it.
Or if you're wearing red, white, blue, and looking like the season there, like Ty Savercole, who has got the suit of the night.
Yeah, it takes guts to wear that, and that's the only guy I know around in mid-state pull that off. But he pulls it off effectively.
All in good fun.
That's right.
Here's Redland, rather. I knew I'd say it one time tonight. Starting the second half. There's Luke Wagner going up, will not go.
And I think Luke Wagner is going to pick up where he left off. He had 2 threes at the close at the end of the second quarter. And he's going to need to do that. He's going to need to find a way to put the ball up in the basket.
Redland on the inbound here. They're looking to try to get calm somewhere.
They missed him. They didn't have the ball on that side. That was a set play to come out of there, get calm the ball.
They wanted to get calm to create the storm instead of before the storm, right?
That's right.
Here's Vega starting the second half, but he gets called for a 5-second call. Don Smith didn't like it. He thought it was a little quick.
I did too. I mean, but you know what? I'm not going to argue with referees. I mean, our days of trying to get a call is well over, but
never got him then either.
I thought that was really quick. I really did. And I thought he was going somewhere with the dribble. I thought he broke that. But, that's kind of a judgment call.
Here's the leading scorer in the game so far. Zaborski with 14 points. We'll kick it off to Charlie Warner.
Defense more effective, isn't it, Redland?
Yeah, I'll tell you, Redland is fired up defensively right here.
They need to be in the second half to get it. If they can cut this lead to 10, going to the third quarter, I think they'll be good.
There's Vega. See if he challenges, and there you go. And it's going to be a block call. Good call by the official, and Vega pushed the situation there coming down the floor. Jeff Thompson.
That was a great move to the hole by Charlie Werner. You were right about the defensive intensity. He was able to slash through. He just couldn't finish the deal.
Look at Vega right here. 4 against 4, and the 4 in white and red and blue won.
Yeah, I think with Vega in there, I think that gives him I think that gives him the push they need. And I think he needs to be on the floor to handle the ball.
Hunter Kuza in there, the sophomore, 5'10", drawing that foul. And so at the line, the other number 4. We got Vega and Kuza. Vega at the line. This is his first time at the line tonight. So the referee mopping up down on the other end. And Don Smith wants to know what the call is here. A little question on what happened there. I think he's going to say before the shot.
Oh, okay. I was wondering too. I mean, well, they're going to put Vega back on the line.
He's going to put him back on the line. So
it was like they had a timeout without a timeout.
Yeah.
I'm not sure really what was going on there.
Kind of odd. So here is Vega at the line. First time there tonight. Vega transfer in from Florida. First one up, no good.
Anytime you're getting that foul line, that clock stop, and you're down big, this is so helpful. You got to make those count.
Second one up, good. Nice stroke from Vega. He's got one on the board.
He's a sophomore. He came back and got that second one.
Real quick outside break. And a block, and it's going to be a foul called. They do much like the girls did. They've got that pattern break. They get a person out there, zip it out right away, and then attack you hard one-on-one.
Yeah, it's a sideline purpose break, secondary break, and you know they come out of a foul shot situation just like the girls did. So I'm sure they learned that off each other.
Foul is called on Wagner. That'll be his first. First shot is up and good by Ethan Rex. He's got 2 tonight so far. Got another look here, and the second one up. That one off the front of the iron. Rebound goes to Souter. Cade Souter. Souter pulls up on the baseline, will not go. Love with the rebound. Quickly out the other end. Charlie Warner with a nice move with the left hand, will not go. Rebound goes to Cedar Cliff. Downtown from Kuza. Another rebound from Cedar Cliff by Rex. And the foul on the play will go against Wagner.
Cedar Cliff starting to pick up their intensity again. I like Warner as a freshman, don't you? I mean, I think
I really do. Real heady kid. Again, we got another foul before the move's even made. So the foul's piling up here right now on Redland. That one will be against Souter, his first. Downtown it goes, and a nice stroke off the hands of Rex. Ethan Rex with a 3. He's got 5 tonight. 40-15, 6:17 to go here in the third quarter. Souter pulls up, will not go. Another yank down there, this time by Zavorsky.
Souter's taking the last 2 shots, trying to get people off their feet. And
good drive down the lane. I think looked like Zavorsky might have been better served with his left hand there, Jeff Thompson.
Well, he made a really strong move, crossover move to the hole, and it looked like he might have gotten held a little bit, but no call, and they retain possession.
Good crossover there, you saw it. And then coming back to the right hand. Rex has it again, right down the middle it goes. Rex dumps it off to Love. Love trying to get it, falls out. Taken out of there by Calm, stolen back by Zavorsky on the floor. And you love the hustle.
A lot of hustle on the floor by both teams right now. And, you know, these kids know each other. I mean, some of them went to middle school together, went into high school different directions. You know, that's the cool thing about this rivalry.
Well, the other cool thing about it, you see a lot of respect there. It's not, it's not a mean kind of rivalry.
It's a good rivalry.
It's a real respect, and they've known each other for a long time. Kuza. Zavorsky scored 14 early. He hasn't had to score a lot. He's going to get called for a charge right here. That was one of the quickest charge calls I've ever seen, too.
It was actually.
So Zavorsky will pick up his first foul of the night on a player control foul. Redland with the basketball. So far in the game thus far, Cedar Cliff, just to show how airtight they've been, 3 turnovers thus far tonight. Vega going to get fouled a couple times there as Love helps him up. Good sportsmanship. Yeah. Vega will head back to the line. I like the way Vega plays.
I do too. I think he gets after it, and I think he pushes the ball well, and I think that's what they need right now. Only a sophomore.
Vega, like everybody else in this program, second foul, by the way, on Love, is learning a system. So tough when you're in a situation right now where you haven't won yet, keeping your kids involved and letting them know that, hey, it's down the road there somewhere, guys. Louis Vega 2 out of 4 from the line tonight. And that's what Don Smith has to do. You have to look at victories within the games you have.
Exactly.
And it's not that they're not playing hard.
Cedar Cliff, good ball movement, very fundamental. And I think you're right, Gary, by saying this is not going to be their last victory.
No.
I think it's getting on the board tonight. If they can hold on to doing what they're doing, they're going to be fine in the Keystone. They're going to, you know, sometimes you get that spurt going into January. And
well, the Keystone's a tough grind. I mean, you look at Lower Dauphin, we saw them the other week. Susquehanna Township's going to be better than what we saw the other week. You've got Bishop McDevitt, who always comes on. So you've got some really tough teams out there. There's Luke Wagner. Hey, the matchup with Zavorsky and Wagner this quarter has been really good for Cedar Cliff.
Yeah.
Wagner kind of rushing that shot a little bit. Jeff Thompson, thus far you got Redland playing hard here, but Cedar Cliff playing efficiently.
Cedar Cliff is efficient, but I want to nominate a play of the game. That dive Joey Zavorsky made in the corner was unbelievable.
Rex back out to Warner. Tell you, for a freshman, Warner is a cool customer.
Yeah, he is. He doesn't look like a freshman. You know, that comes from summer, playing a lot of summer ball. You know, it gets you ready for this game. I mean, this game's a year-round game now.
Love looking inside, trying to find Zavorsky. It's only the 4th turnover tonight. Quickly, here's Redland back on the other end. Vega controls it. Vega going up hard. Will not go. Taken by Love. And it comes to Zavorsky. Rex has it taken away. Vega going to go up hard on this one, and Vega still can't get it to go.
Yeah, he struggles a little bit around the basket, but that'll come with time. But maybe that was directly straight over the basket. Try to loop that up over the front of that rim. He went kind of left side.
And in the lane it goes to Hannon. Give credit to Crescenzi in there. JT Crescenzi, a sophomore, who made that play happen. A lot of turnovers here just in the last minute. They're up to 6 now. All right. The official with a little.
He went down and spun at his feet. That was one of the best moves out of an official I've ever
saw. That was
the
play of the game tonight.
That might have been.
Wow. I don't know if we can get that replay.
Wow.
The official going down, falling over, rolled right over, never missed a stride.
I mean, unbelievable. Like
that's Nate Weems.
Here, Nate Weems, watch this. Nate Weems running down the court. How about that? And never broke stride, never broke a sweat. Says never, and was as cool as a cucumber about it.
That was unbelievable.
That might be our play of the game tonight.
Wow.
How about that?
That was so athletic. It was like purpose-driven there. I don't know. I mean,
I've never seen it. That'll be one for the referees meeting, huh?
Definitely, definitely.
Our play of the game tonight,
already,
I think.
Already, no doubt about it.
Normally never take it away from the students, but that was one to remember. Charlie Warner, who's got 5 points tonight, but has played very maturely here this evening. 42-18, 2:40 to go here in a quickly played third quarter. Sean Stewart sets a pick and roll. Stewart up. Stewart in. Nice job by Stewart off the pick and roll.
And that's a guy I think that Redland can get going in their offense a little bit. I mean, he's got good size inside. He plays strong around the bucket.
The pick and roll seems to be their offense. They love to run the pick and roll in the wing and at the top. There's Zavorsky. And then Zavorsky dumping it off again. This time he finds Maurice Clark for his 6th point of the night. Zavorsky started the game as a scorer. He's turned into a passer here since the second quarter on.
He sure has. And he's getting everybody going. And, I mean, right now Cedar Cliff is getting contributions from everybody they're putting in. And that doesn't often happen. And it's good, solid minutes out of everybody. Ty Sabercole can be very happy about that.
Long look downtown. Buried by Owen Kahn for 3.
I mean, they've got some a nucleus here at Redland that they can get things going.
Got it right, and you get the call out front, and that's going to be on Kahn. Owen Kahn, he's a demonstrative young man, isn't he?
He sure is.
So Cedar Cliff up by 21, but a very enjoyable game as both teams just coming down the floor, playing with a lot of excitement, a lot of intensity. 1:40 to go here in the third quarter.
There's a lot of effort,
Luke Wagner back in there. He'll replace Hannon. I tell you what, you see no heads down on the Redland bench. I like that. No heads down. There shouldn't be. You're playing hard. When you play hard, you never put your head down. Jeff Thompson down there. Good intensity still by both these clubs here late in the third quarter. The ball will go over to Redland. Chenzi out. And we'll get a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 1:31 to go here in the third quarter. 44-23. Cedar Cliff leads it on High School Sports Live TV. It's ABC 27.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet.
Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local. Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Welcome back. And we're going to head over to our Mid-Penn Bank student section. We go over to Jeff Thompson, who's over there right now with a rowdy bunch of Patriots, the Red Sea, as they call themselves. And Jeff, you fit in real well over there as we come back out of the break here. 1:21 to go. Long look downtown, will not go off the hands of Kahn. But, hey, that Red Sea's making a lot of noise over there, Todd McCall.
They are. I mean, and Jeff saw it when he went in there. They've always been a great – this West Shore, both teams, Cedar Cliff and Redland, have been some of the top, literally top crowds ever. And I used to have a great time with them.
Well, you're a guy, you get passed around there by now. You'd be running up and down there on the hands, right?
Oh, yeah, in the old days.
Not right now with the knee.
I'm recovering from the knee right
That's
now.
right. You'll be back in business. Back in comes Zavorsky here at the end of the quarter. Obviously in there for shooting ability. Zavorsky coming off the screen, looking to make a move in the baseline. Zavorsky has been nothing short of an excellent passer, setting up easy shots like that for guys like Rex. And Rex hits yet another one. He's got 8 points, 47-23.
Yeah, Rex was ready, got in rhythm, got the ball, square, nailed it.
Sean Stewart again going up hard, will not go. Stewart with his own rebound though, and he'll get fouled from behind. It looks like Rex might have been called for the foul. It's going to be on the floor. So we'll take a look here. And it's not going to be Rex. Instead, it's going to be Maurice Clark, his third foul. The ball kicked outside to Wagner. Wagner coming down the lane. Wagner's been quiet this quarter. They really shut him off.
Yeah, he had those two threes at the end of the half, but nothing since.
Rebound, Charlie Werner kicks it out quickly. Zavorsky ahead of that pattern break. So Trey Law. Well, Trey Law and Zavorsky came out of the gate smoking in this one, and since that time, they both quieted down.
They've quieted down a bit.
But they've involved everybody else on the team thus far.
They're still going and playing all that fundamental basketball that they've been taught. They're still getting in their spots. They're still pushing the ball up. They're still finding people.
Inbounds it comes to Rex. Corner, Ty Law way downtown and will not go this time. Good hustle taken away by a feisty bunch of Patriots. As Vega trying to go behind the back. I think he's going to lose it, though, out of bounds.
I think so, too. I think he's still struggling a little bit with ball handling, but they'll get that.
Well, learning how to really value that possession. There you see Ty Sabercole barking out directions to his group. And up and no good at the end of the quarter. One of the few things that's happened poorly to Zavorsky tonight. We take a break. We head to the fourth. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
To hear a kid say that they're concerned about their safety in a school environment is just, it's heartbreaking. I'm sorry. I need my kids to be in an environment where they can actually focus on their education. That's paramount to me. The school does what it says it's going to do for the families that they serve.
There's never been a better time to make the switch. Enroll today at ccaeducate.me.
Welcome back, and there you see the Cedar Cliff Colt. I think that's a smile on its face tonight, right?
I think so.
Over the cheerleaders. You ought to be smiling. 47-23 as we head to the fourth quarter. Gary Sutton, Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson with you. And, Jeff, I've been impressed in the second half here with Redland's defense. I think they have really played intense here in the second half.
They came out of the locker room really engaged.
And there you see a foul called against Redland. Owen Kahn has left it all on the floor here today.
He has. He's done a lot of nice things. I mean, one thing, if you walk away from here and say, okay, we're going to lose the game, or, you know, where the game's going in this pace, if you're Redland, you say, okay, did we hustle? They did.
Yeah.
Did we knock every shot down? No. Do we have to limit our turnovers? Yes. And those are just things that Don Smith's probably going to talk to his group about in this game. If you're Cedar Cliff, you walk away and say, hey, we did so many things nice and well fundamentally.
Yeah.
Why don't we continue to take that in? That might be the victory that catapults us to getting back and trying to find a way to get 500, you know?
Exactly right. So Zavorsky now up and good. Zavorsky now with 16 points in the game. I think he's been the player on the floor all night long, without a doubt.
I would agree.
Although he's got a good surrounding cast here that I think he's trying to make better, and that's what great players do. They make everybody around them better.
You're right.
Downtown Vega. There you see Sean Stewart. Sean Stewart going up strong. Stewart won't go. But I think one of the things you said earlier, Todd, it's so important. Getting Sean Stewart more involved in this offense.
I would think so. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got a solid body, a big, and I think he's, you know, Mike and drills, little things that we worked on our big man with in the past. I think that's what I would work on with him in practice. Take half an hour out of every practice and set him around the back.
There's a look. How about that? Maurice Clark says, I can smooth it out too, Coach. How about that? He's got 11 points.
Everybody's hitting tonight. I mean, they've got great contribution off the bench, and everybody in the gold jerseys put the ball in the hole.
And Wagner finally hits his first three of the second half. Wagner tonight with his third three. He's now got 11 points in the game, 52-26. Trey Law with a hard drive. Trey Law up and good. How about that? Trey Law was leaving as soon as he got that ball in his hands. He's got 12. Trey Law with 12 points tonight. He's been solid as well.
He really has.
Here comes Wagner. Wagner kicks it off corner.
Maybe an extra step there as a walk.
Well, turnover goes against Redland, and
Adam Kramer, I think he just took an extra step, and I think that was...
Can't get away with the Euro step tonight, right?
Yeah, there's a little more...
That was the Europe and Asia step right there.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was stepping two continents there.
Got it right. Jeff Thompson's down there on the baseline right now. You can't put Europe and Asia together on those steps. Those Eurasia steps never work.
You certainly can. Hey, how about Big Mo, a reserve center, hitting a three?
Yeah, exactly right. And there's Love coming off that nice high screen they have, slicing to the basket. It's almost like the old split move there in the NBA.
Yeah, it is. It comes off a high screen, too.
Owen Kahn going hard to the basket again.
It's a Carolina flex.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Coming off that high split. For the foul.
We also called a UCLA cut. You know, there's so many different little names to call it, but when it comes down to it, it's good ball movement with a high screen and people moving in their spots and knowing an offense. And I really believe that's why Redland didn't come out in man-to-man right away. I think they knew Cedar Cliff could hurt them a little bit if they went man-to-man.
Didn't want to see all that stuff being run against you. You hate to have to deal with screens and motion all over the place like that. The Kahn up, but no good on this one. New numbers starting to come into the game now for Redland. As you have JT Crescenzi in there, number 10, and Justin Herzog, number 40 in there as well. And Stewart and Vega will check out. Kahn, second one up. That's good. So Owen Kahn has 6 points, make that 7 points tonight. Here's Zavorsky. He operates this machine. Zavorsky trying to get up there, couldn't quite get the shoulders squared, and a little push away by Kahn. Kahn looking ahead on that. So 5:28 to go here. Don't forget our Giant post-game show coming up afterward. We'll feature the Pizza Hut play of the game. And then a nice put in there by Cedar Cliff. Almost too easy right now. 58-27. Of course, our Hoffman Ford player of the game coming up. I think we have a pretty good idea who that might be. Here's Wagner. Wagner losing it, taken away by Rex. Rex ahead to Zavorsky. Zavorsky in for two more. Zavorsky now with 20 points in the game.
Yeah, he's running the floor well. And that 20 points has not been a selfish 20 points. He's got a lot of people gone, but he's filled the lane and done what he needs to do. So
he's only scored 6 in the second half.
Yeah.
So it gives you an idea. Nice pull up there by Crescenzi. I tell you, Crescenzi's got a nice little game there, the sophomore. You're going to hear from him coming up soon.
Exactly. He's another one. And they've got, Don Smith knows he's got some players that he can develop here.
Gage Souter with the foul out front. Yeah, JT Crescenzi with a little off the bounce there.
Yeah, and he was bumped. I thought he could probably draw an and one, or he was.
And you just, you see a whole bunch of athletes right now who are trying to become basketball players, and that's what Don Smith is doing. He's going to fashion that over the course of the season.
And you can benefit, like, Coach Slayton, who did such a great job, I had nothing but respect for him. We used to have battles when I was in the Keystone Division, and he's no longer here, but guys like Cox, the Cox brothers, there was Agnons and guys like that went on to play football at high levels. Like one went to play at Georgia Tech, and they benefited from having good football players, good baseball players, and that can come together for Redland. You share your athletes.
Jeff Thompson, Trey Law, solid game here tonight with 14 points.
Been very impressed with his game. He got saddled by foul trouble, but he's a player.
Long look downtown. Wagner will not go. Rebound yanked down by Brandon Koch, another of those sophomores in there for Cedar Cliff. They're seeing some time here tonight. Hard drive, the basket will not go. Wagner will pull it off. First quarter, Crescenzi down the corner. Will not go. And Zavorsky, who's been there all night long. Now we have a foul coming down the floor. I think it's going to be on Owen Kahn.
Yeah, Kahn got upset because the sophomore came in, Sam Shiley came in, and Shiley gave him a little shove when no one was looking. But what always happens, Gary, we talk about it as coaches all the time, it's the retaliation that's caught every single time. If you're the first guy to throw the first blow, maybe you're lucky. Second guy always gets caught.
You always get the second one. Devin Smith in there, number 14, a senior. First time he's seen time tonight.
A sophomore comes off the bench. It's very rare the sophomore come off the bench and exert physicalness right when he walks in the game. That's what Sam Shiley did. He came right in, threw a kind of forearm into the chest of,
Owen Kahn fouled out with that foul. So at the line, bounced around for a while, won't go. Taken by Redland.
I picked up on a little something on that far end basket. You hear that rattle a little bit? Saw something a little bit loose. I mean, I used to tell my players, don't worry about the rim, but that rim's got a little sound to it down there on that far end.
Jeff Thompson down there. Jeff's right underneath that basket.
Yeah, it hit the wire and did make a sound.
You're going to get a walk call here against Kuza.
You know, Jeff, it's one of those things where, and Gary, you can say it too, as coaches, we don't want our players to worry about, but I start hearing that sound, I start talking to the custodial staff and say, hey, can we look at that tomorrow in practice? Is there something wrong with that rim down there on that other end? Got to find a reason.
Unless your team scored well and it's a dead rim, and then you say, keep it just the way it is. Thank you very much.
That's right. Well, of course.
Well, Todd, you're a musician too, so you would understand that.
Yeah, you know, they're just throwing off a weird note, you know?
A little dissonant for you.
Yeah,
huh?
a little jazz chord.
Well, whatever works. That's what you always said was dead rim. If you're a bad shooting team, you want the dead rim. Good shooting teams, they want them tight. And a shot up, no good by Herzog.
Herzog's a guy who reminds me, you know, another kid you might be able to use. You get him around the bucket a little bit, big, solid football player. And this is how Redlands benefited in the past. It's guys like this.
Stick back here by Wagner will not go. So 62-29. And for Redlands so far this year, all of their opponents so far in their losses have scored over 60 points. But I'll tell you what, you won't fault them tonight for playing hard.
No, there was solid effort at all times tonight.
Pick and roll there will not happen. We got a scrum on the baseline, jump ball. And it will go with Redland. The Patriots, 2:58 to go. Patriots will go to 0-7 after this for tonight, and 1-5 for Cedar Cliff. Wagner kicks corner. Crescenzi again. I like Crescenzi's shot. It's not going right now.
Yeah,
it's just a really good-looking stroke, though.
He'll be fine. He's a guy you probably could increase minutes after watching tonight in this game.
Playing pretty good defense there on the ball, keeping his man in front of him.
And that's one thing Jeff can comment, and I know you will comment on too, Gary. You probably have, even 5 games in a season, you haven't found your numbers or where you're going quite yet. This is an opportunity when your team hasn't won a game yet. This is an opportunity for maybe a sophomore to play, right? I mean,
Jeff Thompson down there in the base. So Jeff, you're evaluating Redland tonight. You're starting to see some nice things here that maybe come out of this, right?
Yeah, they work pretty hard, and you guys are exactly right. This is a great time of a basketball game for people to prove themselves.
Old night for Redland in the field, 4 out of 32. So at the line is Hunter Kuza, still hunting his first point. If he misses that first one.
just a little side note, many, many years ago, I think the Susquehanna team was number 2 in the state, and Jeff brought a Susquehanna team over, and it was 2 or 3 games in a season, and they knock us off in a tight game around the buzzer or something like that, and Susquehanna beats us. And I knew right away that I had to change up some guys who couldn't play defense very well. So early on the game, you find players.
There's Crescenzi again, driving hard to the basket, can't quite finalize. And that's the thing, as you get more maturity as a sophomore, you're going to learn about finalizing. You're going to get the first time, and it starts to build. Well, one of our favorite fans out there is Pat Fortney, who's the mother of Charlie Porter, kind of what we call the founder of the feast here.
That's right.
And, you know, Pat is a little under the weather right now, but I got to tell you what, a more loyal fan we cannot have for High School Sports Live. She watches all the time. And she can't see Charlie shoot, so she watches us shoot every night out here and watch these games. And Pat, wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and so glad you're with us here tonight. Thank you so very much.
Definitely to all the Fortney family, Merry Christmas.
Oh, we're going to get a player control foul right there. That's going to be on Hannon. And we missed on the other end, Brandon Koch with his first points of the night down on the other end. So 63-29, under 2 minutes to play. Don't forget, again, Giant post-game show coming up. We'll have our Pizza Hut play of the game and our hopping forward player of the game tonight. In there right now, wants to see, the coach is still over there up. He's still coaching. He wants to see who's in there competing right now. one of the things I like, they're not treating it like garbage time. They're treating it like this is work time.
Right,
We're trying to get this done.
Run your offense through. Let me see what you can do. Can you play defense in a crunch time, in a time like this? You know, this gets people minutes as the season extends.
How about that little move to the basket? That was a slash by Will Comgat, who just did there. A senior, 6'2".
So the senior comes off the bench, gets to the basket, gets him an opportunity to scratch, and that's the little things that you look for. It's the little things you try to do. When you get minutes, you got to make your minutes quality.
Head down to Jeff Thompson.
Will made a really athletic move to the basket. He can get up, and I like the way he keeps the ball up when he rebounds.
The new players into the game now for Redland as well. McClellan Shearer in there for the first time tonight. Big guy, only a sophomore. Also in there is Daniel Maley, a freshman. So everybody's seeing some time here this evening in this War of the Shore. Tomga, first one is no good. We'll get a second. Tomga's second one up, and he rattles it home. So Will Tomga on the board. He's got the 64th point now for the Colts of Cedar Cliff as they are taking this one in style. Nice backdoor, and Hannon coming down the lane, and you're going to get the foul called against Cedar Cliff. Looks like it'll be called on Sam Shiley, number 13. Academic at this point for Shiley, his second foul. So at the line is Kyle Hannon, heading to Penn State University on a baseball scholarship next year, and Hannon's first shot up and good.
Well, I'm sure he'll be excited playing in the Big Ten, and
how about
so
that
much
stadium
excitement.
they have up there, huh?
Getting to see great football and playing good baseball.
Getting a great education. So here we are coming down the final few moments. Brandon Koch, 1:08 to go. Redland still playing hard. Good takeaway there by Devin Smith. And up and in. How about that? Daniel Maley in for his first deuce. He's a freshman. He'll try to make the three-point play the tough way here. Jeff Thompson, always fun to see a freshman score in a game like this, right?
Ninth grader coming in the TV game scoring. That is a lot of fun.
Shot is up, not going to go here. Congo with a rebound. Under a minute to play. Still ahead, our Giant postgame show coming up. And we'll have the play of the game tonight, which is the most unusual play of the game I think we've ever had on High School Sports Live. Oh, you got a foul out front on Hannon, as Brandon Koch will go to the line for the double bonus. Koch, only a sophomore. Has seen some significant time here tonight. Has 1 point so far this evening.
Are we interviewing a player?
So Cedar Cliff making a statement here tonight. And maybe portending something well for the future, Tabakov.
Definitely. I mean, this is where you're finding out a lot of things. You go back to look at the film and video, and
second one is up and good for Koch. He's made 2 out of 3.
Listen, there's not a coach in the Mid-State that doesn't want to extend their bench. You want to have as many players as you can contribute.
Maley again. Maley says, I'm hot. And there's Hannon. Hannon continue to play hard, and Hannon in for 2 more. Kyle Hannon. 7 points in this one. 20 seconds to go now. Everybody getting ready to head to the Christmas break. And then, of course, holiday tournaments coming up.
That's right. That's right. Basketball players don't get time off. They get Christmas, maybe Christmas Eve, but that's it, and you're back at it. You're practicing. I remember this time of year, and you probably too, Gary. I mean, I didn't even have a voice this time of year already. Couldn't even talk to people at Christmas time. I kind of like doing what we do now, don't you?
Yeah, you got off your schedule, too. It was kind of weird because then you were practicing at different times of the holiday.
Right.
It was tough. I was one of those that I didn't want to cancel Christmas. I love Christmas, but I still wanted to keep practicing at the same time.
Right.
Well, that's it. 65-34. Cedar Cliff's going to win it here tonight in the War of the Shore. We'll take a break. We're going to come right back for our Giant post-game show, all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
I can really buy local produce at Giant?
Yep, brought it in from our backyard. Well, not my backyard, but close.
Sweet. Find out about our backyard at giantfoodstores.com/local. Giant, the official grocery store of the Philadelphia Phillies.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Welcome back to our Giant post-game show, and want to introduce our player of the game tonight. 65-34, Cedar Cliff wins it here in the War of the Shore. But our player of the game tonight, we started out tonight highlighting him at the beginning, and Joey Zavorsky started out hot tonight. He then started making everybody around him better with some great passes. But watch this, coming out of the gate, I mean, he was on fire with layups, with steals, with stickbacks. You see him coming down the lane here, just choosing his place, spinning on through the defense, throwing it across court, getting the ball in a three-point shot. I mean, Joey Zavorsky did it all tonight for his team, finding the places to score and staying within himself the whole time, and then running the court so well there at the end. 20 points tonight for Joey Zavorsky. Guys, I don't think there was anybody better on the floor this evening. Todd?
No, not at all. I mean, he did everything. And, you know, he found his points in places. So, you know, sometimes 20 points you think, well, you put up plenty of shots. It wasn't that. He got everybody else involved. He finished when he needed to.
That's probably the nicest compliment you can give a player, saying he's unselfish, but he can still score.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you watch his team tonight, Jeff, and they really were sharp right from the beginning to the end. I mean, really had a purpose in the way they played. They came out here, really had a spring in their step. And, you know, in a rivalry game like this, he who has the spring springs first, and tonight they sprang last as well.
A well-coached team. I want to shout out to Eric Richardson, their new assistant coach, who was my boss last year. They did a nice job tonight.
Well, and Ty Saberkle not only had the coolest suit on tonight, but he also did a great job. Hats off also to Don Smith.
Yeah.
His kids played hard from start to finish, and I think they're going to get better throughout the course of the season. But they're learning the system right now, and they're trying to become better and better basketball players every night. So a lot of fun to watch them here tonight. Now, we have never had a play of the game like this, and our Pizza Hut play of the game tonight, the only time we probably will never give it to a kid, and here it is. Nate Weems, one of the officials tonight, in the coolest move we've ever seen. Watch in the background. He trips, he goes right up, does a somersault, never misses the stride, never looks at the crowd, never smiles. Watch it. He tripped and right on up. The coolest move of the season so far. One more time, we got to see this. The play of the game. our Pizza Hut play of the game tonight. Give that man a pizza.
And you know what? I mean, that is a proper way to break a fall. I mean, there is a way to fall and get hurt. There's a way not to fall.
That was a forward roll.
That was a forward roll. Look, there wasn't any pressure on his neck. I can't believe I'm breaking that play down, but that's exactly what happened.
And he even got 10 from the European judge. I mean, he got 10 from the European judge. We got 10 from us all over the table here. Well, I got to tell you, our next basketball broadcast coming up here is Thursday, January 3rd in the new year. Lower Dauphin against Cedar Cliff Wrestling, and that'll be a 7 p.m. start. And then this match will be live streamed at www.hsslivetv.com and available via Facebook Live. A lot of people to thank here tonight. Jim Gallagher, our statistician supreme, for giving us all the numbers throughout the evening. Jeff Thompson doing great work on the sideline tonight and analysis. Todd Call, good to have you back in.
Thank you.
Get that knee better very soon. Of course, Chad Edwards and the great Invicta crew tonight. Thanks to Charlie Fortney and also Mark Leach here tonight for getting everything ready. And most of all, thanks to you. And we enjoyed so much being here this evening with you. We wish all of you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holiday season, and a Happy New Year. And we look forward to seeing you all in the new year as we continue watching high school sports live TV right here on ABC 27. Merry Christmas, everyone.
It's real serious out there. I know a lot of guys, you know, a lot of your boys are out there dying. It ain't no joke. The grave ain't no joke.
I hear the wind blow, thought it's your voice I heard. I feel the raindrops are falling, I see the tears you shed. My mind is constantly...
My name's Joel Delgado. I've been here for about 2 years already. This program has really helped me through a lot. Home, out of streets, basketball. Taught me how to be a better player, better person. Helped me be a better man at home. I help my parents around the house now. Less disrespect at home. Working, helping my mother pay bills. This program just built me to be a better person and a better man.
The director, he came to me asking that I want to come and join this program, and I seen him at the Boys and Girls Club because I worked there, and he told me about the program and what it's worth. It's a great combination. Like, I like learning about new stuff, and basketball is the thing I do on the side, but it helps me on just communicating with each other, because really I love doing both things, learning, playing, but I just want to become a great